Medical Clinic, McDonald's, First Southern National Bank, the Princeton Electric Plant Board, Fredonia Valley Bank, Pennywell Rural Electric, Planters Bank, Tri-Shoes Incorporated, Fortner Gas Company, AFC A&W, Princeton Drug Company, Sanders Gathering, and the Woodall Agency. Now let's go to the field with Dennis Stevens and Bob Hayes to bring the live broadcast of Tiger football here on your hometown radio station, WPKY, the Tigers.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Baker Field in Morganfield, Kentucky. Tonight, it's the Caldwell County Tigers and the Union County Braves in a big district matchup here on WPKY 103.3 The Tiger, and also streaming live on WPKYonline.com. I'm Dennis Stevens along with Bob Hayes and Ty Englebright here at the stadium. Audrey Lamb back at controls in Princeton for us tonight.
In the loss column. Obviously, Union County's toughest opponent coming up tonight will be the Tigers, and we look for the Tigers to continue to play the way that they have played, just doing enough to
0365-0300 to see if Caldwell Medical Center's Swing Bad program is right for you. Caldwell Medical Center, located 100 Medical Center Drive in Princeton.
Back to Union County High School in Morganfield, Kentucky. This is the McGregor Group Heating and Air pregame show. Bob, Caldwell County comes in at 5-1 on the season, riding a 5-game winning streak after that tough opening season loss to Christian County. On the flip side, Union County 5-0 on the year, and a lot of people are talking about the level of competition maybe not being as strong for Union County, but it's a night where Caldwell County needs to come out and maybe not fall behind early, try to get the jump on Union County. The Tigers have had to come from behind in 4 of their last 5 games.
And I think that's an amazing stat that we've been able to do that and pull out a victory each time, Dennis. And the other thing that's emerging for this Tiger team is the ability to not only pass it, but we're generating a running attack, as experienced last week against a tough Paducah-Tillman defense. We have just about taken Dylan Gray out of the backfield, although he is available for short yardage situations. But Jameer Riley has taken over that position with over 20 rushes last week. Not quite 100 yards, but gaining in his experience by running the ball, able to see openings, gaps, and things like that. I'm not sure that the Union County defensive line and secondary would be as quick as what Tillman experienced, what we experienced against them last week. So we've got a twofold attack, and we've got, again, on the receiving core, we've got guys that if you get the ball in their hands, they're not going to drop it. They're going to hang on to it and turn upfield and gain several valuable yards, maybe even take it all the way. So I think not only will we have to be cognizant of Union County's first 2 drives. We don't want this game to kind of open like the Crittenden County game did when we were down there, and they came out on fire, blitzed us, hit us in the mouth, as you might say, and until we settled down and really blew them out in the second quarter. I'm looking for us to be having that experience that we gained from Crittenden County to help us out tonight.
I think you hit the nail on the head on the rushing attack. Coach Barnes seemed like start of the season he was going to go by committee a little bit. You saw Caleb Burden in the backfield. You saw Jameer in the backfield. You had a little bit of Dylan Gray in the backfield. But the last, say, 6, 7, 8 quarters, it's been a lot of Jameer Riley, and he's really stepped up to the occasion. And he's running the ball. He's quick. Of the 3 players, he's probably the quickest to the line of scrimmage. Can dart, can change directions a whole lot quicker than the other 2. So looks like Coach Barnes is pretty much sticking with Jameer on the rushing side. As far as throwing the football, you've got a first-year quarterback that is learning a lot. He's really developed from that Christian County game till now. It doesn't even look like the same quarterback. He's still throwing at a 66% rate for a first-year starter. That's great.
That's always when you can complete over half your passes and throw the ball that's catchable. He really throws. He doesn't throw darts, line drives. He gets the ball out there as quickly as it needs to be into the gap, into the secondary, into the flat, if you will. And so we've got guys that can catch it. And back to Jameer. Jameer's gaining experience in that maybe 2 games ago anyway, he was wanting to get through the line and go east and west a little bit. But last week in that Tillman game, at that east-west running, was taken out of his arsenal, and he was going north-south, and that's what you have to do to break long runs, is get through the initial line, and then instead of going left and right, go straight.
And before we talk about those receivers that you mentioned, taking a look again at Jaggers, he's throwing at 66%, as we said, but the thing that's impressing me most in the last few games, that touchdown to interception ratio, he's got 2 to 1, a little better than 2 to 1 touchdowns to interceptions, with 13 touchdowns and only 6 interceptions. So he's not taking the chances like he was a little bit early on in the season when he was getting a lot of pressure. And that's a little maturation of the offensive line that's giving him some time to throw. So those interceptions has gone down. He had a 5-touchdown game a little earlier in the season. So he's really beginning to grow in that quarterback spot.
He is, as you mentioned, matured quite a bit. I know he feels comfortable going out onto the field right now. He certainly feels comfortable with the playbook. He's had that obviously since preseason training camp, and so he's quite knowledgeable, a really intelligent kid. We give him time, he'll make you pay.
And you mentioned it a little bit earlier. Let's take a look at those receivers. The name that's starting to really jump out game in and game out. We talked about him quite a bit early in the season, making some spectacular catches, but now you're getting the consistency, and Jaggers is really starting to look more for Oliver Parker.
Oliver is very sure-handed, can catch the ball in a crowd, knows what to do with it when he has caught it. 4 touchdowns so far for him in the last 2 games. And another young man that just has blossomed is Travis Newsom. Travis is your prototype, typical receiver, possession receiver. You get the ball to him, he's going to hang on to it, and Travis will go upfield in a heartbeat on you. So, and then you've got Trail and Jameer. You've got Ben Holt, who's emerging as a receiver. Cameron Traylor had a touchdown catch in the Creighton County game. So we've got guys that can catch the football.
That's a name I was going to mention that you just brought up. A kid that's seen quite a bit more playing time in the last 2 or 3 games is Ben Holt.
And Ben is another highly intelligent kid, knows what's going on, knows where he has to be on the field, runs good routes. Joby knows exactly where he's going to be, and that's the secret about a quarterback. If you're running these routes willy-nilly and the quarterback doesn't know when you're going to cut, break, go, it's hard for him to take that extra second and a half to adjust his throw to get the ball off, and by that it may be a sack underway or what. So the receivers running great routes, Joby able to get them the football has helped us on this 5-game winning streak.
And not only are they running great routes, but if in this spread offense under Coach Barnes, if you're a receiver and you're not getting down the field making your blocks, you're not going to be on the field very much.
That's very important on a wide receiver. We throw a lot of wide receiver screens, and that was one thing that stood out in that Tillman game last week. We overloaded 3 receivers to one side, had great blocks by Noah McGowan, who kicked out, and that was one of our touchdown catches last week by Trail Riley. Caught the ball, snuck inside the block, and was not touched from basically 9-10 yards out.
You're listening to the McGregor Group Heating and Air pregame show here on WPKY. We're just over 15 minutes away from kickoff. Let's take a quick look, Bob, at the offense for Union County. They are 5-0, so you can't overlook them. But you're expecting pretty much a carbon copy to start this game of what we saw at Paducah Tillman last week.
A little bit better passing attack Union County has. Coach Barnes was saying that their quarterback, when flushed out of the pocket and begins to run, is really looking downfield to unload the ball rather than take it and tuck it and run. And they've got some backs, transfer back out of the state of Alabama, running well. They've got another big back in the form of Christopher Bledsoe, and R.J. Savage is the transfer in from Alabama. So they've got a big offensive line that we've got to be contained tonight to allow us to have an advantage there. But we've got our ace linebacker back tonight, and so they haven't faced a defense like they're going to see tonight.
You're absolutely right. And speaking of that defense, we'll segue right into that after a short break. So stay tuned. You're listening to the McGregor Group Heating and Air pregame show. This is Tiger Football on 103.3 The Tiger.
At
Have you been a victim of debit or credit card fraud? Farmers Bank and Trust can help lessen your risk of getting taken advantage of. As our customer, you have exclusive access to a security feature in our app that will allow you to turn your debit card off while you're not using it, then turn it on instantly when you need to use it. Keep your information safe. Log into our free app to use this feature, increasing the security of your information right now. Not a Farmers Bank customer? Come down. Let us set up your account and start protecting you from potential fraud opportunities. This is not a guarantee that your information will not be compromised. This is an increased security measure. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Hello, this is Keisha Fulcher, CEO for Community Medical Clinic, located at 310 Hawthorne Street in Princeton. Community Medical Clinic's goal is to provide access to excellent health care services that are both convenient and affordable. Community Medical Clinic is taking new patients every day, and walk-ins are welcome. The clinic is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. to serve you and your family members of all ages. Patients are welcome with all insurances or with no insurance. Not able to come into the Princeton location? Then we have two other clinics. Our new downtown location in Hopkinsville at 1102 South Virginia Street and Fort Campbell Boulevard in Oak Grove. Community Medical Clinic, providing health care services at your convenience at no extra cost.
We are back to Union County High School. 12:34 left before we kick this one off. This is the McGregor Group Heating and Air pregame show. Bob, we took a look at the offenses before the first break. Taking a look at the defense now. Caldwell County's defense has been the rock that this team has been built on since that Christian County game. You know what you're going to get from those guys. They're hard-hitting. They tackle. They faced a Paducah-Tillman team that tried to run it down their throat last week. They made adjustments, came back, ended up stopping the run by and large by the middle, late fourth quarter. So that is a group that you're really going to hang your hat on. One key tonight, though, we thought Devin Kilgore was going to be out, number 63, with a concussion. He was introduced in the starting lineups by the PA announcer, so we'll watch to see if he goes in. But I'll let you speak of what Coach Barnes said about maybe replacing Devin tonight in that lineup.
Well, and I'm sure that they have a roster over there that maybe had a pre-designed lineup. We don't think Devin's going to start. What Coach Barnes said in the pregame show was that he intended to move Mitchell Harrelson out of that nose guard position and put him in Devin's place at left tackle and move Mac Engelbright, number 48, into that nose guard position where Mac's strength and quickness hopefully will play havoc, a little bit stronger than Mitchell. Lower to the ground and maybe more effective as a nose guard. And the other thing is we've got our four linebackers back there now, whole again, so to speak. Hunter Van Hoosier, Russ Bashir, Dylan Gray, and Caleb Burden. And Caleb last week had 20 tackles in that Tillman game, so he has a nose for the football. So great game for him. Emerged, if you will, and knows where the ball is.
And it is good, like you said, to have the leading tackler on the team, Hunter Van Hoosier, back in the lineup tonight. He had to sit out the one game with concussion issues last week against Tillman. And, of course, Tillman only threw the ball twice last week. Once they completed it, once was an interception. So they ran the ball a lot. Those linebackers were wore out by the end of the game, linemen and linebackers, as Tillman just basically tried to run it down our throats. Having Hunter back adds a key player to an already stout defense.
And one thing that Tillman did to us last week was that they were so strong physically up front, and we know Union County is big. Looking at Union County's offensive line, weight-wise, 280, 285, 275, 225, 245. They were just pushing our defensive front back into our linebackers, including Cole Baker. So it was 3, 4, 5 yard gain anytime that they ran the ball. So it was one of those situations where we had to adjust, and we did.
And we're going to pause now for the pregame prayer. We'll hold the microphone and see if we can pick up on this here at Union County.
Our Father in heaven, we come to you tonight and we pause for a moment and acknowledge you, your presence among us, your purpose, for our lives. We thank you for this opportunity we have to celebrate the great young people before us, and we pray for all of our athletes and performers tonight that you would help them to perform to the best of their ability, to do so safely and with good sportsmanship. And we ask for your blessing on this
well said prayer here at Union County tonight, so we'll let that go for ours tonight. We're also going to pause here, and we're going to keep it on the field as we salute our country with the playing of the national anthem. National anthem performed tonight by the Union County High School Marching Band. And Bob, just a little bit of a side note, it's kind of refreshing getting back to a high school level after the controversy you've seen hour after hour on television this past week over that issue, just to be back to the simpleness of high school football.
And that's the way it should be, Dennis. I know people want to protest and do this, and I understand there are things going on in America right now that maybe should be addressed and spoken to, but it should not be taken out at a sporting event, especially with the national anthem being made the center of attention.
I agree with you, and that's as political as we'll get as we take a look back at the defenses tonight. So no extra charge for the the commentary there from Bob and myself. 6 minutes away from kickoff here at Union County High School. Another look at that defense, Bob. We know what Caldwell County is going to bring. They're going to bring hard-hitting defense. They're going to bring probably two of the best cover corners in the region, maybe this half of the state, in Trail and Jameer Riley. You've got a solid linebacking core, even stepping in and making some adjustments on that line. You still don't really drop off any because we're deep enough to go deep like that on that line. But on the other side of the ball, Union County's not got a bad defense. They've got some size, and they've only given up 47 points through 5 games this season.
And have not faced a passing attack like us. Now, Crittenden County does go into the spread offense, but they don't have the talented receivers that we do, and so I think we can surprise them there a little bit. We're definitely the most highly rated opponent they've seen tonight. Madisonville has an up-and-coming football team, but I understand their quarterback was out of that game when they played. Here we go. We're into darkness right now over here with the.
There we go.
But again, it's going to be a chess match these first 2 drives to see how they attack us and how we attack them, from a standpoint of who gets the upper hand early on. And I'm looking for big play after big play after big play tonight from us. Hopefully we'll get it, and we'll be able to get on the board. And once we get on the board, I think we've got really hard for teams to come from behind on us. They throw the ball fairly well over at Union County, but when they run the ball, and Union County will not play fast, they will huddle, so they'll take advantage. And I'm not sure that we see a 25-second play clock set up over here. So I'm sure Coach Barnes has instructed the officials to watch that, because they'll take as long and as much time as they can. And just looking down, we're sitting on the opposite side of the field from Union County. We're not in their press box. We're not good enough to to be asked to be in their press box. So we're over on our side of the field. Our crowd, our side of the field is beginning to be populated. Union County has a good crowd across the way, and it's just a simple matter of captains now on our side of the field waiting for the Union County team to come down. We see them making their way down from their dressing room. So defense, if we can stop their running attack, they will have some issues, some problems tonight.
I agree with you, Bob. If they get in a situation where they have to throw the ball, I really like our chances with the defensive backs and the linebacking crew we have here at Caldwell County. One last thing, we're about 3 minutes away from kickoff on this one. I do want to mention special teams, a couple of things. You talked to Coach Barnes in the pregame show and a little bit during the week. He thinks maybe we can break something on a kickoff, so I want you to talk about that. But we also need to mention Boyce Nichols, who withstood the 3 timeouts last week in the closing seconds with a chance to win the ball game and put a kick right through the upright. So he had some nerve and was able to put that kick on spot. So 2 big pluses for Caldwell special teams.
Speaking of the kickoff situation, we've been watching Union County's 2 kickers kick off here, and they can't get the ball 40 yards downfield. So we don't know whether they're going to go to a short pooch kick or what, but Coach Barnes, by having seen film of Union County, thinks that we got a couple key blocks. We could take one back all the way tonight, and the punting game the same way. They sometimes will quick kick by their quarterback, either on 4th down or 3rd down if it's long. If we can get them in a 3rd and long situation, Dennis, that would be the ideal situation for the Tigers to put the Braves in tonight. And on the other side, Boyce Nichols has taken over the punting duties, averaging last game against Tillman almost 40 yards a punt, and doing a really great job with directional punting, with getting the ball in the air. And then our punt coverage team played really well last week.
The captains are on the field. After we get the direction of the coin toss, we will close up the pregame show, so just stay tuned for that. I think they are down there right now checking out who got it, so we should get the call here, Bob.
And we're looking at the white hat. He's patting one of our guys on the shoulder, so we'll see what the decision is here shortly. Has not made the captain's turn. Now he's getting the Union County captains to the right side of the field. And Union County won the toss and elected to defer. So Caldwell County will get it on the opening kickoff, and we'll see immediately how our kick return comes.
So we're getting close to kickoff on this one. That'll do it for tonight's McGregor Group pregame show. Javen McGregor at McGregor Group can take care of all of your heating and air needs, including installations for new construction, replacements, repairs, and maintenance. They offer high-quality products, have a great crew to get the job done right the first time. So visit Javen and the gang at 950 Varmint Trace Road or call 270-896-5044 today. That's the McGregor Group in Princeton. We appreciate Javen for being part of the Tiger broadcast and sponsoring our pregame show tonight. We're going to take a break. We'll be back for kickoff. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
Mobile deposit is here. This is Mona Van Hoover with First Southern National Bank, and our new mobile app is loaded with extra features, including mobile deposit. Now you can use your smartphone's camera to deposit checks on the go. Just endorse, point, click, and send. Download our new mobile app and try it today. First Southern National Bank, member FDIC.
And we are back at Baker Field in Morganfield, Kentucky. It is the Caldwell County Tigers and the Union County Braves tonight here on WPKY. Dennis Stevens, Bob Hayes, Ty Englebright here at the stadium, and Audrey Lamb back at the studio tonight. Bob, a 5-game winning streak for one of these teams is going to come to an end tonight.
And that's a most best thing we've said all night, Dennis. We're absolutely sure that's going to happen. So all these other things that we have been saying we hope will happen, but
yeah, I don't get far out on that limb sometimes.
Yeah, somebody's going to lose tonight. And we'll see early on how the Tigers will be able to move the ball against the Union County defense and get that least we'll have some experience under our belt once our offense comes off the field. Hopefully it comes off the field after a touchdown.
Caldwell County comes in 1-0 in this district season. This is the first game of the district season for Union County, as they think they have the team this year to maybe cause Caldwell County and Paducah Tillman a little trouble. They have Tillman next week, and that seems to be the two front runners that they're shooting for this year. So we'll see what they have tonight as they take the field at 5-0 and up to number 10 in the AP standings. Teams yet to take the field for this one. No added time on the clock, so we expect them to take the field just any second. Bob, a big crowd for Caldwell County has made the trip over here tonight.
And I'm not sure, Dennis, why we're having the teams not huddled. Unless we got some kind of an announcement coming up here, or...
I saw a helicopter go by. I was wondering if they were going to have air evac come like we did last week for homecoming at Caldwell County, but that doesn't seem to be the case.
We've got somebody out about the 25-yard line that walking upfield now.
So we are in a delay for some reason. Both teams ready to take the field as Caldwell will get the ball first to start this ball game.
I hear the chopper.
I think they are bringing the chopper in, so we'll check that out on the live stream. Hope you're able to pick up the live stream tonight. We've got some extra backup internet service, so we think everything's going good. It's looking good here at the stadium. You can check that out on WPKYonline.com. Go straight to the link, and it'll send you right to Union County High School tonight for this big matchup between Caldwell County and Union County. Crowd still filing in here at Baker Stadium, Baker Field.
And we're looking across the way. Union County has a really nice crowd assembled.
Yeah,
but ours as well.
A lot of blue, and we had a great crowd last week. Speaking of crowds, with the Paducah Tillman game, one of the biggest we've seen since maybe back in some playoff action a couple of years ago.
I wonder if we can start the game with a 5-yard penalty against Union County for delay of game. Dennis, you think that's in the cards?
Well, I just hope that the people starting and stopping the clock tonight get better signals from this referee crew than what we got at home last week, because it was, by the fourth quarter, it was almost a debacle how many times we had to reset the clock or add minutes to the clock last week.
And nobody could see any of those officials waving their arms overhead to signal a timeout. And one time I know we put 25 seconds back on the clock, which is ridiculous.
And we saw something last week I thought was pretty funny in your Saturday morning quarterback session with Coach Barnes as the air evac helicopter comes in. You were talking about a call last week that Coach Barnes said he's coached 32 years and never saw called, and that was a defensive holding on a run play.
And, he had he on his side of the field, it happened again on the other side of the field from him. He was not able to get any kind of definitive answer by the guy on our side of the field. So you almost have to think it was a made-up call or what. But on a running play, you can't have defensive holding, period. It's just theoretically impossible.
Yeah, we thought that'd be an easy flag to pick up, but they let it stick and almost played a little difference in the ball game late.
And another play in that game, which resulted in a 15-yard penalty against the Tigers, letting Tillman out of the shadow of their own goal line. They have it pick up a couple yards out to the 4-yard line. Then they throw the flag for unsportsmanlike or late hit, getting one of our linebackers penalized for a late hit. And we're all night long we were having 3 and 4 guys having to bring down the Tillman guys. So how can you be called for a late hit on something like that?
So we're hoping for better things tonight. Everybody seems to improve as the season goes along, so we'll give those guys the benefit of the doubt that tonight it'll be a little bit better night from that standpoint as the air evac helicopter gets ready to pick up from midfield. Bob, it's amazing the precision these guys. We saw them bring the game ball in last week to Caldwell County to Tiger Stadium and land it right on the 50. The precision these guys have to operate these helicopters and do the jobs they do, you just have to take your hats off to them.
You just wonder if this is the same chopper that came in last week in Princeton. But these guys do a great job, and I'm a subscriber to their service. So if anything ever happened, they can get me to Nashville quickly.
Well, I'll speak from personal experience. Years ago, my mom had an aneurysm and had to be life flighted down to Nashville. And Air Evac took her down in a helicopter. When she finally came to, she swore up and down that she had never ridden in the helicopter, didn't realize she was in there, as of course she was sedated trying to fix the aneurysm. But those guys have a special place in my heart.
Oh, absolutely. Anybody that's in this type of business, doctor, emergency medical personnel, first responders, really are not praised enough in my book.
And the helicopter has left, and we are set for kickoff as Caldwell County will take the field. Caldwell County in the white jerseys with the gold pants, Union County blue with the white pants. And Caldwell County will be going left to right on your radio dial to start this one out. Bob, we're expecting big things tonight from the Tigers and a big step towards securing that district championship and home field all the way through the playoffs as long as they stay alive till the state semifinals.
And that's a big incentive for us to have. Kicking off for Union County tonight will be one of their juniors, Mason Weldon. And he was one of the ones that we were looking at in pre-game kicking, not able to get the ball very deep, so we'll see what happens here. And we're just about set for kickoff, and for the play-by-play is Tiger sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Ball is kicked. It doesn't even go 4 yards. It's going to stop maybe at midfield with the roll. But Caldwell County will start out with great field position. Looked like he tried a pooch kick and got his toe way up under it because initially the ball came up off the 40 and hit at about the 45-yard line. But Caldwell's going to take over at the Union County 48, 1st and 10 for the Tigers with great field position to start this ball game. Great night here for football. Temperature down in the low 70s. We'll be in the 60s by the time this one's over, maybe upper 50s. So a perfect fall night here at Union County for a high school football. Caldwell County's going to send Parker to the near side along with Holt. They're going to bring Trail Riley in a 3-receiver set near side, 1 to the far side. That's usually Newsom on the far side. Jaggers in the backfield in the shotgun with Jameer Riley, and we're set to play. Snap is back. It's a keeper. Jaggers takes it up the middle, gets across the 45, still on his feet across the 40, goes to the sideline, and down close to the 35-yard line. Quarterback keeper right off the bat for Caldwell County. Caught Union County off guards. They'll spot it at the 35-yard line. Little Caesars first down for Caldwell County on the first play. 1st and 10 from the 35. Jaggers now back. Quick out to Trail Riley. And he's going to be tackled for about a 5-yard loss back at the 40. Quick out to Trail Riley. Read nicely by Union County, so the loss of 5 on the play makes it 2nd and 15 for the Tigers from the Union County 40. 2 backs in the backfield. Both Rileys now go in motion. 4 receivers to the far side. Empty backfield set for Jaggers. He's quickly out to Trail Riley. They're going to try to get opposite side. He's across the 35, the 30, going down the sideline, still on his feet. 20, 10, 5. And let's see if he's knocked out of bounds. They are going to call him out of bounds. They're going to say he stepped out back at about the 7-yard line, it looks like. We'll see where the near side official will stand. We'll call it the 7. Another Little Caesars first down for Caldwell County. It'll be 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Less than a minute gone in the first quarter. Caldwell County already threatening. Trail and Jameer in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right. Handoff is to Trail Riley. He's coming back, going to try to get around the corner. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds for a loss back at about the 11. There's a late hit flag. Looks like flag on the play thrown towards the sideline. They're going to mark Trail out at the 12-yard line. So a loss of 5 on the run. But we'll see what the flag is. Flag came in late after all the players were on the sideline. And we're still waiting on the official. Personal foul against Union County. You got to assume a late hit So a break for Caldwell County as they initially had lost 5 yards on the carry.
They'll take the they'll take the ball to the 6-yard line, and will be first and goal again for the Tigers.
So first and goal from the 6 for Caldwell County. Jaggers in the backfield with Jameer Riley. 2 tight ends set. Holt on the line also. Fumble on the snap. Jaggers picks it up, tries to make something out of it. He's going to be tackled for about a 2-yard loss back to the 8-yard line. Little bobble on the snap from Jaggers. So it'll be second down and goal.
Unless they say that penalty came after the play, and if that did, then it will be third and goal.
Third and goal for Caldwell. Ball on the 8-yard line. 2 receivers each way for Caldwell. Parker and Holt on the near sideline. Newsom and Trail Riley far side. They're going to put Jameer on Jaggers' right shoulder. Jaggers drops back, looks to the end zone. Now he's going to scramble around, looks to the back of the end zone, throws into a crowd, and on the deflection, touchdown catch by Trail Riley. Touchdown Caldwell County. That's called focus ball because 4 players, 2 Caldwell, 2 Union, bunched up. The ball bounced off of them. And Trail Riley kept the composure and the focus to look up, see the ball come down, and Johnny on the spot picked it right up. Touchdown Caldwell County. 10-16 left in the first quarter as the Tigers take the early lead.
And that's what we want to do, to come out of the gate really strong and really fast.
So Nichols on for the point after. Oliver Parker for the hold. And the whistle's going to stop play. Side judge threw a flag. We'll see if somebody for Caldwell jumped. Couldn't tell it from here. It looked like everybody was just getting set. So it's offsides against Union.
It's going to move it to the 1.5 yard line now. Will we?
That may give you the opportunity to go for 2. If it's going to be very close, you may change your mind and bring the offense back on the field. Doesn't look to be so as Nichols stays on the field.
Really, we're not changing any. We're still spotted at the 10. It'll be a 20-yard extra point.
Snap is back and down. Kick is up. And it is good. So with 10-16 left in the first quarter, Caldwell County draws first blood. It's the Tigers 7, Union County nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on WPKY.
We are so proud to be a part of this community. We want to thank you for the opportunity to serve you for all of your heating and air needs. McGregor Group Heating and Air specializes in residential, new construction, and light commercial installations, also servicing most makes and models. We offer fast service with polite and friendly staff. We provide our customers with a peace of mind by offering the best warranties in the industry, along with high-quality products. McGregor Group Heating and Air is located at 960 Varmint Trace here in Princeton. Give us a call today at 270-896-5044. We're the company that you can take comfort in.
We are back at Union County High School. Caldwell County on top 7-0. It was Jaggers to Trail Riley. Trail did a really good job on that one as Jaggers was flushed, had to scramble a little bit, threw into a crowd. The deflection went straight up in the air, and Trail was able to look up, see it coming down, and grabbed right hold of it in the end zone. Good kickoff by Nichols, going to be fielded up at the 15-yard line. Union County across the 25, the 30, still going across the 35, and brought down on the far sideline in the neighborhood of the 37. We'll see where they'll spot it. And Caldwell County will bring the defense on for the first time tonight. And Bob, we'll take a look at that defensive line to kind of check some numbers out there tonight.
Yeah, let's see if we see 48 out there at nose.
No, he came back in. He just made the tackle. He came back.
Ball spotted at the Union County 38-yard line. First and 10, Union County. Quarterback's name is Jacob Winters for Union County. It's a handoff up across the 40. And that was number 9 on the carry, That's Christopher Bledsoe, a 6 foot, 165-pound senior for Union County. They'll pick up 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7 from their own 41-yard line. Winners will come out under center. Union County, one of the few teams in high school that still go to the huddle, so they'll use a lot of clock tonight. Handoff, or fake the handoff. Now ball's on the ground. Union County able to pick it up. Caldwell County had a lot of pressure back there on Winners. The first hit knocked the ball loose. Union County does recover, but it's back at their own 37-yard line. Should bring up 3rd down and 11 for the Braves. Austin Hardrick in the lineup for Caldwell County on that defensive line. Now Winners in the shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield, 1 receiver in motion. Winners drops up, looks down the field, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver at the 50, and it'll bring up 4th down and long for Union County. Bob, I thought the receiver that they put in motion turned up the field about a second before the snap. He got away with it, no call on it.
Looked to be in motion from my vantage point as well, Dennis.
And Hardrick coming out, Englebright in, and they'll probably, the way it looks on this first series, they'll rotate each other out and fill the spot of Devin Kilgore, who's out of the ball game tonight. So Union County in punt formation. Trail Riley back. Kick is up. Not a very long kick. Angles to the sideline. Goes out of bounds near the 42-yard line of Caldwell County. Almost blocked. But let's see where they'll put it out at the 43-yard line. So Caldwell County again to start this drive with excellent field position. Just about 9 yards farther back than they started the ball game with. 8:38 left in the first quarter. Caldwell leads this one 7-0. Jaggers to Trail Riley on the first possession. Jameer Riley in the backfield, 3 receivers to the left. Oliver Parker to the right. Jaggers goes far side, and it's complete at the 45. Still on his feet down to the 30. Looked like East with the reception. Flag on the play. Nice catch by East. Got it down to about the 35-yard line, but we'll see what the flag is, see if this one's going to come back. Gabe East with a nice catch on the play, though. And one thing we talked about in the pregame show, Bob, that line is starting to give Jaggers enough time to throw the ball. And when he's got some time, he's pretty accurate.
Great catch that time by Gabe. That was in traffic. That's one mention on our touchdown pass. We had 3 or 4 guys going for that ball, and we had much awareness to get it on the rebound. And we'll see what's happening here.
And it is personal foul against Union County on the play.
Okay.
So a big break for Caldwell. And Bob, it's kind of weird. We are across the field from which way the referee goes to give the signal. We're not on the home side in the press box over there. We're across the field tonight, so it's a little bit more difficult to pick up the call. But a big break for Caldwell as they'll be in the red zone. I think they're going to mark that at the 16-yard line, it looks like. Little Caesars first down. They're going to call it officially at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10, Caldwell County. 2 receivers each way. Parker and Holt near side. They put one in motion, swing out to Newsom, far sideline. It's complete. He's down inside the 10. 5, cuts across and holds it across the pylon. Touchdown, Caldwell County. Great second effort and third effort. Travis Newsom on the touchdown reception. Bob, he just refused to be brought down, stretched out at the last and put the ball where it knocked down the goal line pylon.
Just tremendous, as we mentioned, a possession receiver caught the ball and knew what to do with it.
Nichols on for the extra point attempt. Touchdown came with 8:19 left in the first quarter. Snap is down and kick is up. And it is good. So with 8:19 left in the first quarter, Caldwell County out early in this one. It's the Tigers 14, Union County nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on WPKYonline.com.
Time for planning those home projects you've been putting off all summer. Fredonia Valley Bank has the right kind of loan to suit your needs. Whether it's a new roof, gutters, painting, or remodeling, Fredonia Valley Bank can assist and step you through the loan process with ease. You can count on Fredonia Valley Bank's experienced loan officers when applying for a home, vehicle, commercial, or ag loan. Loan decisions remain local and are guaranteed to stay with Fredonia Valley Bank for the life of the loan. It's a good feeling to know that local decisions are still being made at Fredonia Valley Bank, your real community bank. 600 Cassidy Avenue, Fredonia, and 226 Commerce Street, Annabelle. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Back to Union County High School. Caldwell County out in front of this one early, 14-0. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. Jaggers to Trell Riley, then Jaggers to Travis Newsom. Nichols has it teed up on the 40. Kick, a low line drive, hits an up back and fielded at the 40 and down. I don't know if you could see that on live stream where I think I know where it hit the kid. It looked like from here. But then it went straight up, and one of the up backs able to field it and come down with it. So Union will have pretty good field position to start this one at the 40, but it looked like it knocked the kid on the ground with a shot to the backside. So that one, as they say, will leave a mark, and Union County will take over 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. Winters comes under center, I formation. He gives it to the deep back, picks up a couple, and then that defense stuffs it at about the 42-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 2 and 2nd down and 8 for the Braves. Savage carried on the play for Union County. Make sure he's wearing that number 6, Bob, because we saw 2 number 6s in the roster. It is number 6 for Savage.
And he is the transfer from Alabama.
He's averaging almost 10 yards a carry on the season, 30 carries, 294 yards. Winters fakes the pitch out. Now he's going to roll, throws down the field. This one's going to be picked off. Did he stay in bounds?
And he dropped it, but
he dropped
was probably out of bounds.
Good coverage there. Trell Riley in front. I don't know which Tiger was in the back, but they had him double teamed. Trell, all it was a jump ball and then trying to stay in bounds. I'm sure Union County knows about Trell and Jameer Riley on the corners. 2 of the best shutdown corners in this end of the state. 3rd down and 7 now for Union County. They drop back in the shotgun. He's pressured, and he's going to go down at the 37-yard line, or 33-yard line, excuse me. Mitchell Harrelson on the sack for Caldwell County, along with some help from Dylan Gray. But it'll bring up 4th down and long for Union County. Ball spotted back, looks like here, Bob, at about the 33-yard line. Winters handles the punt duties. East coming over to cover the outside guy. Low snap and almost blocked. He gets the kick away. It's going to bounce at the 42. Trell Riley picks it up at the 39. Comes around the corner, got it loose in his hands, but he goes out of bounds after a nice run back almost to the 40. It'll be about the 42-yard line of Union County. I know nobody seemed to be around Trell, but that's carrying that ball awful loose when he's holding it out in front of his body like that. I'm sure somebody on that coaching staff will point that out probably Sunday or Monday whenever they watch films. But so Caldwell County takes over again. Great field position, 42-yard line of Union County, looking to tack onto this lead and kind of blow this one open early. 6:52 left in the first quarter. Caldwell up 14-0. Handoff is to Jameer Riley. He's across the 40, has some room on the outside, turns it up. He's up to the 30, spins and brought down right at the 30. I think the referee's going to give him a good spot and take it down to the 29-yard line. We talked in the pregame, Jameer Riley, the featured back after the last couple of weeks, really stepping up and owning that spot. plus a threat to catch the ball out of the backfield. So dual threat from Jameer Riley. 3 receivers set to the left. Oliver Parker to the right with Riley in the backfield. Jaggers drops back, looks to the corner, looking toward Parker. Parker lays out. And let's see if he made the catch. He did make a diving catch at the 2-yard line. If you don't have streaming, then that was worth the money to update to the stream, because that was a great catch. Parker's still down on the field. May have had the wind knocked out of him. But a great catch, Bob. We can't say enough about the ability of Oliver Parker. If the ball's close enough to be caught, he's there.
He made a beautiful catch. Another possession type receiver. Dennis, great sure hands. Gave his body up, and I'm sure that's what he. I'm sure he came down on the ball.
They are still looking at him in the end zone. He's up now. Looks like he's just trying to catch his breath. So a great catch. Great doesn't do it justice. It was a fantastic catch by Oliver Parker. They're going to mark him down at the 2-yard line. That's a Little Caesars first down as Parker will come out of the game and catch his breath. First and goal from the 2 for Caldwell County. You got the heavyweight backfield in. You've got Van Hoosier. You've got Baker. You've got Dylan Gray as the tailback. Handoff is to Gray. Goes up, lowers his head. And let's see, it's a touchdown signal. Gray gets in on the 2-yard run. Touchdown Caldwell County, 20-0 with 6:20 left in the first quarter. I don't know what the team calls that package, but there's some heavyweights in the backfield on that one. Dylan Gray did a great job following his block, lowering his head and putting that ball across the goal line. Nichols on for his 3rd extra point of the first quarter. Snap is down. Bashir on the hold. Kick is up. And it is good. 6:20 left in the first quarter. Caldwell County blowing this one open early. It's Caldwell County 21, Union County nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on 103.3 The Tiger.
Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric plant board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric plant board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric plant board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
Back to Union County High School. Caldwell County out in front quickly in this one, 21-0. 6:20 still left in the first quarter. Bob, that's 3 touchdowns. We've still got half a quarter to play.
And you know, we didn't think it was going to happen this quickly, but I think it's quite apparent we're the superior team on the field to date.
Nichols comes up, ball teed at the 40. He's going to line drive this one. It's going to bounce all the way down to the 17-yard line, fielded there by Union County. Is going to try to take it to the far side of the field, pulled down from behind. Look like Englebright and number 45. Let's get that number in the ball game. We may have a lot of numbers in here tonight. Cameron Baker, a junior, in on the tackle for Caldwell County also. So Union County is going to start out 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. And Bob, just a great start by Caldwell County in this one.
And so far today through the game, Joby is 6 out of 6.
Snap is back. Handoff up the middle. He's got some room across the 40. Tripped up at the 45-yard line. Tackled by Trail Riley. Well, that was 6 for Union County. He's going to be brought down at the 47-yard line. I think that was number 9 on the carry, wasn't it? Bledsoe.
You know where that drive started?
At the 31-yard line.
Of Union, okay.
So it's a first down out to the Union 47-yard line. Trail Riley saved a touchdown with the shoestring tackle. Union puts a player in motion. Handoff is back to Bledsoe. He's up across the 50 and down at the Caldwell County 45-yard line. Tackle by Jameer Riley on the play. Bledsoe, a pretty nice runner, Bob. We had some other coaches from other counties on the way over say some pretty good things about the run game for Union County. Bledsoe, a tough runner. He's going to stand at 6 foot, 165 pounds. He's a senior.
He looks bigger than that.
He does.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Winters in the backfield with 2 backs. Handoff is to the man in motion, number 1, but he's going to be seamed up and thrown for a loss. I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, looks like he. Well, I guess they are going to give him back.
I guess they are going to give him a pretty favorable spot at the 45-yard line. Will Bashir on the tackle for Caldwell County. That'll bring up 3rd down and 3. Of course, as we mentioned in the pregame, Hunter Van Hoosier back for Caldwell County after setting out a week with concussion issues. Winters under center, hands to the up back. It's going to be close to a 1st down. We'll see about the spot. Hunter Van Hoosier on the tackle. They're going to spot it at the 43-yard line. Looks like it's going to be a little short.
And they are going to measure.
And they're going to bring the chains out, Bob.
What do we think, Dennis?
I think it's short. I think it's going to be.
I think it's
at least a football length short.
I think so too. And if that is the case, then it'll be 4th down, and trailing 3 touchdowns, Union County will have to go for it.
Yeah, you would think so, especially with it right here. All they're going to do is pin Caldwell, maybe with a punt. But so far, they've shown no signs of being able to stop the Tigers. It is going to be 4th down. It's short by about the length of a football. And you can never tell on this one. Union County's quarterback is also their punter. So we'll be able to tell when they come to the line of scrimmage. They're huddling way back. Ball at the Caldwell 43. They're huddled all the way back at the 40.
And with 4 minutes and 38 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, game is still just not quite 8 minutes old. Caldwell leading 21-0.
Union County is going to go for it. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. I formation. Winters is going to keep it. He's going to dive. And they're going to give him a very good spot.
I think he probably did pick it up. He didn't pick it up much.
Yeah, if you had replay in high school football, I think we could look at that one because he kind of slipped when he made the turn. But I think he did. Bob, I'm like you. I think it's enough for a 1st down, and it is signaled 1st down. They were short by about the length of a football on 3rd down, but I think they picked it up by about that much on 4th as Englebright comes back into the ball game for number 67, Austin Hardrick. So 1st and 10 for Union County from the Caldwell County 42-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield with Winters. He's going to roll back, throws to the side, in and out of the hands of number 9, Bledsoe. Looked kind of like a busted play. Caldwell County able to get some pressure back there, and Winters had to make the quick choice to go out into the flats. Bad pass, and Bledsoe slipped on the play, so that play going nowhere in a lot of ways. 2nd and 10, Union County. Caldwell defensively has Trell Riley and Jameer Riley both on the corners. You got Gabe East deep. Union's going to come with 2 receivers to the left. 2 backs in the backfield. They'll put 1 receiver in motion to the far side. Handoff is to Bledsoe. Gets up the middle, and he picks up some good yardage. He's across the 30, pulling tacklers down to the 25-yard line. He was pulling Caleb Burden with him, and if you're pulling Burden, you're a pretty strong runner. Ball's going to be spotted at the Caldwell 24-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for Union County on the big run by Bledsoe. Caleb Burden had, what was it last week, 20 tackles last week, Bob. That was one of the harder ones he's going to make all season.
And they had that play well blocked going off right guard, between guard and tackle, so I'm sure we'll make some adjustments and fill that spot.
Union with the player in motion. Handoff is to Bledsoe. He's going to try the left side. Not much there. You've got Hunter Van Hoosier, Cole Baker, and a couple other Tigers getting up out of the pile of that one.
Maybe they'll mark that at the 23 and give him a gain of 1.
Dylan Gray also in on the tackle. They're going to spot it at the 23-yard line, so a pickup of 1. 2nd down and 9 Still 3:20 left in this first quarter. Caldwell leads this one 21-0. A couple of Jaggers touchdown passes and a Dylan Gray run so far for the Tigers. Winters in the shotgun. They'll put one in motion. Handoff is to number 45. Cole Baker in the backfield. Stops him long enough to get some help from Van Hoosier. And not much gain on the play from Union County. Good penetration there by Cole Baker. It looks like they're going to spot this one at the 25-yard line.
Loss of 2.
So the ball at the 25.
Brings up 3rd and 11, and this is where we like to have Union County on third downs, almost forced to put the ball in the air.
Gabe East deep. They'll put number 24 in motion. Winters takes the snap, drops back, looks over the middle. It's complete. And let's see how far he gets down. They're going to give him the spot all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the, Bob, looks like the 12-yard line. Pretty favorable spot because I thought he got hit right as he caught the ball enough to bring him down. First and 10 from the 12 for the Braves. Union County trying to break this run by Caldwell County in this first quarter. Handoff is to Bledsoe, dances around, now tries to take it outside. Still dragging tacklers inside the 10-yard line. Strong runner, Bledsoe for Union County. They're going to spot it. Best I can tell, Bob, let's call it the 7-yard line. Will Bashir on the tackle for Caldwell. Also Hardrick in on the tackle. Union County breaks the huddle. And Winters will come up under center. I formation. 2 receivers to the left. Handoff to the up back. Tackled for a loss. Good play there. Hardrick in again for Caldwell County. Also Van Hoosier in for the tackle.
Probably marked at the 7 or 8. I can't.
Let's see. Referee's still holding the ball. Let's see where he's going to put it down at. We're going to call it the 8-yard line. Let's give him a loss on the play of 1. Good job by Caldwell County to step up on that play. 3rd down now for Union County. Winters in the shotgun. Handoff is to Bledsoe. Nice solo tackle in the backfield. Looked like Mitchell Harrelson. Good job by Harrelson to get in the backfield and bring Bledsoe down back at the 9-yard line. So let's see what Union County does with this one. It's 4th down. Maybe the last play of the 4th quarter. We're down to 34 seconds left in the quarter. Ball spotted on the Caldwell 9. Winters in shotgun. He's got Bledsoe as one of the 2 backs back there with him. Receiver in motion, left to right. Winters drops back, looks to the corner. Fade route going to the corner. It's going to be knocked away. Good play there by Jameer Riley, or by Trail Riley. Trail went around the ambulance back there. Didn't catch his number quick enough, but a good play by Trail. Didn't go for the interception. No, actually, that was number 3 for Caldwell County, Dylan Cavanaugh. Cavanaugh with a good play in the corner. Didn't try the interception, just knocked it away. Knew it was 4th down, and Caldwell was going to get the ball on a turnover on downs. So a good play by Cavanaugh back in the back of the end zone. And Caldwell preserves the shutout at least through 1 quarter. 13.9 seconds left in the quarter. So Caldwell deep in their own end. 3 receivers to Jaggers right. Handoff to Jameer Riley, cuts it back up the middle. He's up across the 10-yard line to about the 12. Let's call it the 12 as the side judge will mark it right there. And that'll be the last play of the first quarter. So after 1 quarter, a great start by Caldwell County. It's the Tigers 21, the Braves nothing. We'll be back for second quarter action after this. This is Tiger Football on WPKY.
With the law office of Jeff Russo. Are you buying or selling real estate? Are you planning on refinancing your existing home loan? If so, you should be aware that you have your choice in which attorney provides the legal services associated with such transactions. Our law office has over 50 years of experience in real estate law. We pride ourselves on being cost-effective and having a quick turnaround time. If you're in need of such services, call us today at 365-2763 or find us on the web at www.jeffrussolaw.com. We are located in downtown Princeton on the east side of the courthouse.
This is an advertisement.
We are back to Union County High School. Start of the second quarter. Caldwell County has it 2nd and 7 from their own 12-yard line, leading this one 21-0. Great first quarter for the Tigers. 2 touchdown passes for Jaggers and a good run by Dylan Gray. Jaggers out of the shotgun with Jameer Riley. Handoff is to Riley. He's going to get stopped, maybe picked up 1 on the play. We'll call it out to the 13-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and 6 for Caldwell County. 3 receivers to the right. Jaggers in the backfield with Riley. Newsom near sideline. Jaggers takes the snap. He drops back. Going to flare it out to Jameer Riley. Complete at the 10. He's up across the 15. Gets out of bounds up near the 20-yard line. And it is a first down. Little Caesars first down on the completion to Jameer Riley. Nice run after the catch by number 2. You've got Newsom and Trail Riley split to the near sideline. Holt, Parker to the far sideline. Jaggers in the backfield with Riley. Jaggers drops back, quick pass out to Newsom, lowers his head at the 21, gets up near the 25-yard line and brought down by 3 or 4 Union County Braves. Good tough run after the catch by Travis Newsom. Ball's going to be spotted right on the 25-yard line. 2nd down for the Tigers. Empty backfield. 4 receivers to the right. Newsom on an island to the left. Quick pass over to Newsom. It's complete at the 30 and out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Good quick pass by Jaggers. Right on target to Newsom. Puts the ball to the 33-yard line. And another Little Caesars first down for Caldwell County as they are on the move. This drive started back, I think, at the 9-yard line, wasn't it, Bob?
9-yard line.
Jaggers and Caldwell County is going to get called for motion on this one. I think Jameer got a little bit of an early jump. That'll push Caldwell County back 5 yards. 1st and 15 now for the Tigers. Enjoying a 21-0 lead. Start of this game couldn't have been much better for the Tigers, looking to get a big step on the rest of the district. 2 games left after this one in the district. Next week at Trigg County, then home against Fort Campbell. Jaggers takes the snap, drops back. He's got protection, goes downfield. He's got Newsom open at the 40, the 30, and Newsom's going to walk in from there. Touchdown, Caldwell County. Great pass.
No flags.
No flags on the play, and Jaggers hit Newsom right in stride. Newsom got ahead by 2 steps of his nearest defender. Jaggers laid it right in the basket. Newsom kicked 1 tackle away at the 30 and then walked in from there. Caldwell County up 27-0, 10-24 in the quarter. Joby really helping the stats tonight in this ball game. Bob will have all of those stats at halftime, so I hope you'll stay tuned for that. We'll recap the first half and have all of the first half stats. As Nichols comes on to try the point after, Oliver Parker a little bit bruised up on that touchdown or that big reception he had back in to hold. This one tipped but still goes through. So with 10:24 left in the first half, Caldwell County's lead out now 28-0 over Union County. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on 103.3 The Tiger.
Considering I am electric. Farming can be dangerous, so take time to observe some simple safety precautions. Look at the power lines before getting off or out of your cab. and in loading and transporting machinery and trailers, and in raising equipment arms and extensions. Be careful when handling irrigation pumps, ladders, and rods, and keep equipment at least 10 feet away from power lines. And remember the kids. Kids love playing outdoors. It is up to all of us to ensure they do it safely. Pennyline Electric reminds you to remind the kids to stay away from electrical substations and avoid playing near green electrical boxes. Do not climb trees or fly kites not airplanes near power lines. Keep ladders and poles away so the kids cannot climb them or raise them near power lines. A safety reminder from Pennyline Electric. Pennyline Electric, you're a touchstone energy cooperative.
Back to Union County High School, getting set for Nichols' kick. Ball is up, good low kick. It's going to be fielded and bobbled at the 5-yard line. He turns back up the field, up across the 15. Now he's going to circle back around. Caldwell County is going to drag him down at the 12-yard line. I think that's some more great coverage by Dylan Cavanaugh for Caldwell County. He's going to pin Union County back. I think they're going to spot that around their own 12. Let's see, Bob. Let's give them the 13 on it. Looks like where the official is going to step that one off to, but nice coverage by Dylan Cavanaugh. And Bob, Caldwell County really found something on that last possession. They liked the matchup they had with Newsom. He picked up a couple of catches on that drive, including that long touchdown.
He covered that play. It was a 72-yard pass play.
So Union County is going to have Bledsoe in the backfield with number 45. That's Chance Hill. Hill more of a blocking back in that backfield for Bledsoe. Handoff is to Bledsoe. He's going to come to the right side. Gets up across the 15. And all but 9 out of the 11 yellow helmets in on the tackle. They'll spot him at the 17-yard line. And a little bit dark. Second down and 7 now for Caldwell County.
Wait, I've got it.
Second down and 7 for Union County. 9:37 left in the first half. Player in motion. Handoff is to Bledsoe. He's going to try the left side. Hunter Van Hoosier there early for Caldwell County. We'll see if he got back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be about all he got if he did. Injured Union County player down at about the 20. Looks from here like one of the linemen. Hunter Van Hoosier having a good night for Caldwell County on his return after setting out last week against Paducah Tillman. So actually playing on a week's rest.
Looks like the ball is back at the 16-yard line.
Let's call it the, looks like about the 17-yard line.
Let's call it 17. We'll get
Union County players still down. I think they're looking down in the leg area. What do you say we take a 30-second break, and we'll check to see if he's able to get off the field on his own. You're listening to Tiger Football on 103.3 The Tiger.
You can always expect great things at Planters Bank. When we say expect great things, what we're really saying is Planters Bank is here to provide the financial services you need. Planters Bank believes in the strength of our community and is a full-service financial institution. Our employees have a true passion for helping our neighbors, and it shows. See Jake Tepper and the rest of the Planters Bank staff at 208 North Jefferson. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
We're back at Union County High School. Injured player was number 62 for Union County. Looks like one of the linemen. He's up and able to walk off with a slight limp. While we've got a minute, I want to send a shout out to our blue sponsors here on WPKY for our high school football on Friday night. They include Bella Marie, Black Patch Grill, Capital Cinemas, Computer Consulting Services, HLS Health and Wellness, Treasures Remembered Florist, Kay's Kitchen, Hancock's Neighborhood Market over in Katie's, Taco John's, Little Caesars, Cozy Living, and Gold and Diamond Outlets. And we appreciate all those folks for helping us bring you Tiger football here on WPKY. Ball back in play as Union County tried to hit a receiver in triple coverage all the way down at the 35-yard line. In and out of the hands of Jameer Riley. Incomplete, but Riley wants that one back. He had to stay down and think about that one for a minute because it was right in the number for Jameer Riley. Incomplete pass will bring up 4th down for Union County. Winters has a good arm, but he's really had some tough coverage to throw into. Winters, a big kid, 6 foot 160.
And it looks like we're not expecting the punt.
And they are dropped in punt formation. Nobody back for Caldwell County. This one's going to go up. Caldwell's going to let it bounce, and they're going to have the ball in Union County territory. This one will roll dead at the Brave 48-yard line. Looked like Caldwell may be setting up for the block on that one. They didn't send anybody back, but I think you're right, Bob. I think they were halfway expecting a fake and see if Union could pick up the first down. Down 28-0, but they were awful deep in their own territory to try something real outrageous. So Caldwell County's Jaggers is going to come out. We may have to pull out the record sheet tonight. Jaggers already 3 touchdown passes, and we still have 9 minutes and 3 seconds left in the first half. Jaggers comes out with Jameer Riley in the backfield. 3 receivers to the far side. He comes quickly to Newsom. Newsom again lowers his head, gets up across the 40. Tough run as he dragged a defender all the way down to about the 38-yard line. They'll mark it right on the 38.
And close
Looks
to
like
first
it'll
down.
be enough for a first down. Let's see if they give it. And they are going to call it 2nd down and a short one. Tigers bring in extra tight end. Riley takes handoff, flea flicker back to Jaggers. Jaggers goes downfield. He's got Trail Riley open and in and out of the hands, but flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be pass interference. Either they got him by the arm or by the face mask. Either way, it's going to be a big gain for Caldwell County. Nice play, nice time to run something chancy when you have 2nd and very short. Caldwell County took advantage of it. Nice throw by Jaggers. A little bit more easy touchdown for Trail Riley as he had the defensive backs beat by 4 or 5 yards.
And there was another flag thrown here about our 45, so maybe offsetting. Well,
I didn't see him point Caldwell County's way. I'm having trouble picking up that official. He did point towards Union County. It has to be pass interference on the far flag.
Ball initially marked at the 38-yard line, and pass interference in Kentucky high school circles is a 10-yard penalty, and they mark it off, or 15-yard penalty, and they mark it off to the 23.
So 23-yard line. And a first down for Caldwell County. Little Caesars first down. I think you're right, Bob. It's at the 23. The PA announcer said 24, but closer to the 23-yard line. That's where we'll put it 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Jaggers has Parker and Trail Riley on the far side. Newsom's going to come in as an eligible receiver on the line. Handoff is to Jameer Riley. He runs into a wall at the 25-yard line. And he'll lose a yard on the play. Use a couple, actually, back to the 25-yard line. 2nd down and 12 for the Tigers. 3 receivers set to the far side, 2 to the left. Empty backfield for Jaggers. Near side looks like Newsom and Trail Riley. He looks near side, throws. It's complete. Let's see if he stayed in bounds. He did. Great catch there by Trail Riley as he gets it back up to about the 20-yard line. But it's complete all the way down to the 20. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 7 for Caldwell County. Jameer Riley's going to switch over to the left side of Jaggers. 3 receivers set to the right. Jaggers drops back. Now he's going to scramble around, looks to the end zone, throws to Trail Riley, incomplete. And a flag on the play back in the backfield. We'll see what this flag is. That came back at the line of scrimmage well after the play was over. As we said earlier, the referee gives the signal to the far sideline, so we'll try to pick it up. Personal foul, Union County. So incomplete pass. Caldwell County still going to pick up good yardage down to the 10 on the penalty, where it'll be 1st and goal, Caldwell County from the 10. A Little Caesars first down. And there's been a large-sized pizza of those tonight. Oliver Parker's going to go far sideline. Ball spotted right at the 10. You've got Travis Newsom on this side. Caldwell County's going empty backfield. They'll bring Trail Riley back to the backfield. Wildcat play to Trail. He picks it up on a low snap. He's up across the 10, and the ball loose. Let's see who comes up with it. Looks like Caldwell County retains possession and will actually pick up about 4 yards on the play. Bob, Ty, we talked about that a little bit earlier in the game. Trail carrying that thing out barehanded out in front of him.
Was that Trail or Jameer? It was Trail.
Trail on the Wildcat. Ball gets up to the 6-yard line. On the fumble recovery, Caldwell keeps it. Hand off to Jameer Riley. He's down close to the goal line. Just short, but not far.
And we could pick up a first down down there.
Well, they got the flags laying down. I mean, the chains laying down. So I think they had it goal to go. It's going to be spotted at the 2-yard line. Heavyweight set in the backfield. Cole Baker, Van Hoosier. Now Jaggers is going to roll with it, rolling to the right. Throws to the end zone, intercepted. And Union County comes back this way up across the 20-yard line before he's brought down. So Caldwell County tried to run a little trickery, had the heavyweight backfield in, but Jaggers rolled to his right, had a little pressure, threw it into some traffic in the end zone and picked off. The return's going to bring it back out to the 20-yard line. So I thought the score was really going to go up on that one. Caldwell County still ahead 28-0, but unable to pop it in from 2 yards out. And Union County will take back over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line with 6:47 left in the first half. Winters in the backfield, this time just one back as Union County goes 2 receivers each side. They'll put number 24 in motion. He comes across. Winters looks up the field. He's got some time. Now he's going to tuck and try to bring it across, pull up and throw. Incomplete. Very low throw. Jameer Riley on the coverage on the far side. 2nd down and 10 for Union County. Winters with a good arm. We watched him in warm-up some. He's thrown some pretty sharp passes tonight. Got plenty of arm to get it down the field. But that one well short of the intended target. A lot of that probably due to number 2 being right there in coverage. East back for Caldwell County in the safety position. Winters looks down the field. Now he is going to tuck it and run. He's up across the 25, out to the 30, and brought down by Dylan Gray right on the 30-yard line. Look like, is that Bashir getting up a little gingerly with a little bit of a limp as he comes back to the Caldwell County side. Number 35, Bashir. So it is a first down for Union County. 1st and 10 from their 30-yard line. 2-back backfield with Winters. Handoff is to Bledsoe. He goes left side up across the 35. Burden in on the tackle as he drags the pile up to about the 37-yard line. Bob Bledsoe's made some good runs tonight. He's a tough guy to bring down. He looks like he really keeps those legs churning. Got some powerful, just a powerful body, and Caldwell County's having a little trouble bringing him down on some runs tonight.
He's running hard. Is a load to bring down.
Pickup of 7 on the play. Union County is 2nd and 3. Bledsoe again in the backfield. He'll take the handoff, go off the right side, and it should be enough for a first down as he'll bring it out to the Union County 43-yard line. Caldwell County's coach is giving a little encouragement to that line on some of these first hits. Ben Holt with the tackle. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Clock ticking down to 5.5 left in the first half. Caldwell leads this one 28-0. I formation deep back, takes the handoff. That's Bledsoe up across the 45 to about the 46-yard line. Tackle by Holt and Burden on the play for the Tigers. It'll be 2nd down for Union County. Union County breaks the huddle. And Winters will go out of the I formation under center. 2 receivers far side, 1 to the near. Winters fakes the handoff. Now he's going to roll to his left. Cole Baker giving chase. It's thrown complete and all the way out into Caldwell County territory at about the 46-yard line. That'll be enough for a 1st down for Union County as they get into Caldwell County territory. Winters had to roll because he had big Cole Baker on his heels, able to get the ball off and complete to the far sideline. So 1st down, Union County, as they try to climb back into this ball game with Caldwell leading 28-0. I formation again for Union. 2 receivers to the near side. Handoff is to Bledsoe, and he'll be stopped with not much gain at all. Dylan Gray on the tackle as they'll spot this one on the 46-yard line, so no gain on the play. Maybe a half yard at best, but we'll call it 2nd down and 10.
4 minutes and 14 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Two backs in the backfield at I-bone. They'll put a receiver in motion. Kavanaugh has coverage on the man in motion. Winters looks down the field. It's in and out of the hands. They're going to call pass interference on that one. They're going to call that one on Kavanaugh. He did make some contact. It's not what you'd like to see, but you have to give the receiver credit. He had his eyes on the ball. Kavanaugh did not.
Should mark it down to the Tiger 31-yard line, 15-yard penalty.
And that is a 1st down for Union County as they are on the march as we go under 4 minutes. 3:52 left in the first half. Bob's going to have all the stats at halftime, and at this moment, very lopsided in favor of the Tigers as they look to extend that 5-game winning streak. Two-back backfield, 2 receivers to the right for Winters. He drops back. Now he's going to have to run. Bashir in pursuit. He'll go to the sideline and run out of bounds. We'll see if he got back to the line of scrimmage. Ball spotted at the 29-yard line of Caldwell County. 2nd and 9 for the Braves. An official timeout. We'll see what the guys in stripes are talking about, see if they give us any indication. And they're going to, I thought they called a hold, but was it on the prior play? Penalty is against the Tigers. I didn't see a flag on the field on the last play. And they are going to mark 10 yards off on the Tigers. It's going to be spotted down at the 20-yard line. Not sure about that one, fellas, because it was right in between plays, and it looked like the backside of the official looked like a hold called maybe on the prior play. So ball spotted at the Tiger 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for Union County with 3:46 left in the first half. Snap is back to Winters. Drops back, got good protection. Floats it into the far corner. And incomplete. Trell Riley got pushed a little bit on the play. Fortunate Union County is that they didn't get called for offensive interference. Pass is incomplete as Englebright will come into the ball game and Hardrick will come out. I like that combination so far, Bob, tonight in place of Devin Kilgore. The guy's doing a good job tonight.
Well, and fresh bodies in that center of the line and a little bit more energized when you can have somebody in there fresh at all times.
And you mentioned it in the pregame, pretty good size bunch of kids on that line for Union County as they go under center. I formation, handoff is to Bledsoe. Last back through, he's up across the 10, dragging the pile down to the 5-yard line. And let's see if the ball came out. And they are calling Caldwell County ball. Ball did come out on the play.
Well, it came out because we took it out. That's that ball was not on the ground. It was taken from his grasp. I don't know whether Hunter Van Hoosier was responsible for that or not.
So Caldwell County gets the turnover, and they'll bring the offense on the field. Still throwing the shutout with 3:32 left in the first half. 28-0 Tigers. They'll take the fumble or the steal, however you want to put it, on that one, because they were really ripping at the ball as they were trying to get Bledsoe down.
Technically a fumble.
We'll go into basketball season and start a little steal action going on. Handoff is to Riley on the far side. He gets up across the 10.
Probably 11, 12-yard line, Dennis.
Jameer Riley, let's spot it at the
12, maybe?
Yeah, let's give him the 11-yard line. Looks like where the side judge is coming across. Not the darkest of lines here at Union County. Jaggers drops back. It's complete on the far sideline and up across the 20. Oliver Parker on the catch. Took a hit at an awkward angle down low. We hope he's okay, and he does pop up. But dangerous tackle by Union County. Ball spotted at the Caldwell County 22-yard line. Little Caesars first down for the Tigers. Jaggers in the backfield, 2 receivers each way. He'll hand it off to Jameer Riley. Spin move gets him across the 25-yard line. Side judge is going to mark it right on the 25. Caldwell County quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Holt, East, and Newsom near sideline. Parker far side. Jaggers looking this way. Now he goes back to the other side. Swing pass over to, it looks like Riley. Jameer Riley has some room on the far sideline. Gets up the sideline across the 40 and down past the 45-yard line to the Caldwell County 47-yard line.
That was Jameer.
Jameer Riley on the reception. Talk about how much time Jaggers has to throw. He was able to look at all 3 receivers on his left side, swing the pass back over to Jameer on the right for the completion. So good job by that line tonight to give him some protection. Little Caesars first down for the Tigers. Jaggers quickly back far sideline. It's complete. And let's see who that is over there. Looks like Parker. Parker on the reception. Not much on the pickup, but the completion takes it out to the 44-yard line. 2nd and 6 for the Tigers. 3 receivers to the near side. Parker in on the line far side. Flags or timeout. I think that one was called from the sideline as Caldwell County takes the timeout, and we will too. We'll take a 30-second spot. 1:56 left in the half. Caldwell leads at 28-0. Back in 30. This is WPKY Tiger football.
Company is a full-service local and family-owned propane company offering services in Princeton, Cadiz, Madisonville, and Murray. Right now, Portner Gas is offering specials on propane. Portner Gas offers Holland and Napoleon grills, Dixie choppers, and they also have Red Max weed eaters. Contact Portner Gas Company today for all of your residential, commercial, and agricultural propane needs. Portner Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
Back to Union County High School. Caldwell County with the big lead. Just under 2 minutes left in the first half, 28-0 Tigers, as they'll come out for a 2nd down and 6 play from their own 44-yard line. New receiver into the game for Caldwell County is number 33, Tate Van Hoosier. He's one of 3 to the left side of Jaggers. He puts Jameer Riley in motion far side. Quickly complete to Trail Riley. He's across the 45 and slips up. Looked like he turned up some tread. And they'll spot him down at the 48-yard line of Caldwell County. Newsom and Trail Riley near side. Van Hoosier stays in the game with Parker on the far side. Jaggers back. Throws complete to Parker across midfield and down at the Union County 48-yard line. And it is a Little Caesars first down again. Caldwell quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Stacked receiver set near side. Handoff is up the middle. Not much there for Jameer Riley. He maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. Second down, 1:09 left in the first half. Little confusion on the far sideline. Tate Van Hoosier still in over there at receiver. Snap is back to Jaggers. He drops back, steps up in the pocket, goes over the middle. Incomplete and intercepted on the deflection. Off the hands of Newsom. And on the deflection, it's Union County ball as they intercepted at the 29-yard line. Just a little too high on the pass for Newsom going across the middle. Jaggers did a great job feeling the pressure, stepped up in the pocket, didn't panic. That's one of the biggest things he's grown in, I think, since that Christian County game early in the season. He was able to step up in that pocket and deliver almost a strike, had a little bit too much on it. So the turnover gives it back to Union County. They've only got 55 seconds to do something with it as they take over at their own 29-yard line. Single back in the backfield with Winters. He drops back, has some protection. Now he's going to scramble. He's going to tuck, get across the 30. He's going to try to get out of bounds, and he'll run out at the 34-yard line. Pickup of 5 on the play, or they gave him a better spot than I thought at the 35-yard line, so pickup of 6 on the play. I thought he stepped out well before the 35 from up here. Ball at the Union 35-yard line as they'll come up for second down. 46.2 left. Bledsoe, the only back in the backfield with Winters. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Caldwell County shows blitz. They back out of it. Winters looks down the field. Now he's going to be hit and drop Cole Baker in the backfield. And Baker, when he lays a hit on you, you kind of feel it the next morning, I'm sure. And he did the exact same thing there. Ball all the way back to the 30-yard line. Third down coming up for Union County.
And they may let this clock run out. We're down to 18 seconds now. They probably will get this play off.
Union County trailing 28-0. Caldwell County with a huge first quarter, 21 points in the first quarter. Caldwell County again shows blitz. They bring Van Hoosier. It's going to be a keeper by Winters. He's across the 30. Got a little bit of room out about the 40. Driven towards the sideline and out of bounds at the 43-yard line as the whistle sounds to end the first half. So at the end of one half, it's Caldwell County 28, Union County nothing. We'll be back in 3 minutes to recap the first half, get all the first half stats with Bob Hayes, so stay tuned for that. You're listening and watching Tiger Football on WPKYOnline.com.
Howdy, folks. Colonel Sanders from KFC here with some real news. My delicious, world-famous original recipe fried chicken is available at a KFC near you. It has been and will be until the end of time. No matter what's happening in the world, you can trust that my original recipe chicken is always made with 11 herbs and spices. Many unnamed sources agree. It's delicious. Get it in a KFC $10 chicken share and enjoy it with a friend. KFC, it's still finger-licking good. Limited time offer. Participating KFCs, prices may vary. Tax and substitutions extra.
Princeton Drug Company, 103 West Main in Princeton, proudly features low-cost prescriptions and friendly service. Princeton Drug offers in-town delivery, in-store pickup, or a convenient drive-through window. Princeton Drug has a wide selection of Christian greeting cards for every occasion. Princeton Drug is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and on Saturday from 8:30 to 2:30. No deliveries on Saturday. Princeton Drug, 103 West Main Street, Princeton. Phone 365-5585.
Don't miss the store-wide going out of business sale at Sandra's Gatherings. You heard right. Sandra and Billy are going to the house, but not before offering their customers savings before they go. They want to reduce inventory now. Save 40% on all items store-wide. Shop now for the holidays and save 40% off all items store-wide. It's a going out of business clearance at Sandra's Gatherings, 160 East Main Street in Princeton.
This is Fred Foltz at the Woodall Agency in Princeton. We have served the small business owners of this area for over 100 years. Do you have trouble understanding liability or workers' comp insurance? Are your insurance premiums spiraling out of control? Whether you're a furniture store on Main Street, a plumber or electrician, or a locally owned bank or car dealer, we have a policy for you. We are the business insurance experts. Give me a call at 365-5541. You'll be glad you did.
Hey, Ty, did you know that Cozy Living and Cheers has new owners?
No, I didn't.
I was so impressed when I was in there. They have items for everybody. Furniture, boutique, and gifts.
Do they have baby items?
Yes, and a registry. One thing that impressed me the absolute most was they offer veterans and first responders always 10% off.
That is impressive.
And you've got to meet their adorable mascot, Jake. He is a golden doodle puppy.
I'm definitely going to go by today. Where are they located?
235 Northville Drive, right next to the bowling alley. Cozy living, just like a home should be.
New car buyers, listen up. We need to move our new car and truck inventory fast, and we need your trade. At Tri-Fuse Incorporated, we know the dollar is tight, but there's never been a better time to buy a new vehicle. With fantastic rebates, low rates, awesome trade allowance, and 7 American car lines to choose from, Tri-Fuse Incorporated is sure to fit you with the perfect vehicle at a price that's pleasing. And as always, if we don't have what you want in our lot, we'll find it for you. Don't go out of town for a good deal. Stay in town for a great deal. Tri-Fuse Incorporated, where your trade is worth more.
And we are back to Union County High School. We're at halftime. Caldwell County leads this one 28-0. Big first quarter for Caldwell County as they tack on 21 to start this game. One in the second quarter. Bob Hayes is totaling up the stats right now. A big night for Joby Jaggers with 3 first-half touchdowns. Caldwell County coming in on a 5-game winning streak at 5-1 after that opening season loss to Christian County. Union County, good record themselves, coming in at 5-0 on the season, up to number 10 in the AP 3A poll. But it's been all Caldwell County so far tonight as the Tigers look to kind of solidify their stance as the number 1 seed in the district and looking to play at home in the playoffs through all the way through the playoffs, actually, until the state semifinals. Should they make it that far, everything would be at Tiger Stadium if they can hold on and win this district. 2 more district games coming up for the Tigers after tonight. We go on the road again next week to Purdue Field over in Trigg County as the Tigers will take on an improved Wildcat squad. And then we'll be back home, hopefully the remainder of the year, as we'll face Fort Campbell and Mayfield to close out the season at Tiger Stadium. And then if they can hold on to this number 1 seed in the district, and so far things shaping up well for the Tigers tonight with a 28-0 lead, they'll be able to start the playoffs at home and take them there as long as they can stay alive. So a good start tonight for Caldwell County as they try to tack on to that 5-game winning streak. Bob, you just let me know when you get ready for these. I was a little bit rushed earlier. I do want to thank a few of our sponsors and maybe talk about a few. Bella Marie, our sponsor, blue sponsors for all these Tiger football games are Bella Marie, Black Patch Grill, Capital Cinemas, Computer Consulting Services, HLS Health and Wellness, Treasures Remembered Florist, Kay's Kitchen, Hancock's Neighborhood Market, Taco John's, Little Caesars, Cozy Living, and Gold and Diamond Outlet. We appreciate all those sponsors. If you're able to stop in any one of those places of business. Just tell them how much you enjoy listening and watching the live stream on Tiger Football and how much you appreciate them helping us put it on the air for you. A lot of good sponsors here, and if you would like to be part of our sports package, it's not too late. I know it's a little better than midway through the season, but we're still looking at playing football hopefully on through the better part of November with some playoff games. So you still got time to be part of our broadcast. If you would like to be one of the regular sponsors, if you'd like to sponsor our halftime show, a lot of openings right now, and all you have to do is give Ty Englebright a call at the radio station. He'll set you up with a great package, get you on for the remainder of football season. Also some soccer slated coming up, maybe a couple of soccer games next week, maybe even 3, as we have senior night for the soccer teams. The girls will be in action on Monday night for senior night against Crittenden County. I think 8 seniors this year for the Lady Tigers. The boys will follow on Tuesday night for their senior night. And the girls have added a game. I think it's against I may be mistaken, but I think it's against McCracken County on Thursday night. We're planning on covering that one. And then, of course, football action on Friday night with Trigg County. So a lot of chances to tune in, watch some live stream activity coming up this week. 3 soccer games and a football game all on tap next week, along with a new show. It's a show with Todd Griffith from the Times Leader on Thursday mornings at 9. And I got a chance to listen this past week. Did a great job, called Sideline Reporter with Todd Griffith and the Times Leader. So I hope you'll tune in for that. Of course, Gator and DT on Friday at 8 o'clock. So a lot of sports coverage here on WPKY. And Bob, I think you're ready for the stats, so take her away, brother.
Okay, Dennis, we'll go over the scoring recap here. Caldwell County leading here at halftime 28-0 over the Union County Braves. Caldwell County gets it started early in the first quarter with 10 minutes and 16 seconds remaining on an 8-yard pass from Trail Riley from Joby Jaggers. Boyce Nichols adding the extra point. Caldwell up 7-0 at that point. Also in the first quarter, Travis Newsom on a 15-yard pass from Joby at the 8-minute 19-second mark of the first quarter. Boyce Nichols again adding the extra point. Caldwell leading 14-0 at that point. Also in the first quarter, Dylan Gray, a 2-yard run. Boyce Nichols adding the extra point at the 6-minute 20-second mark of the first quarter. Caldwell County taking a 21-0 lead at that point. Only score in the second quarter coming on a 72-yard pass play to Travis Newsom from Joby Jaggers. Boyce Nichols adding the extra point, that coming with 10 minutes and 24 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Caldwell County leading at that point 28-0, and that's where we find ourselves here at halftime. Looking first at the stats for Union County. Union County has rushed the ball 27 times tonight for an even 100 yards. They have thrown the ball 9 times, completing only 2 passes for 21 yards. Their total net offense in the first half is 121 yards. Caldwell County, a big first half yardage-wise in the rushing department. Jameer Riley with 8 carries for 29 yards. Trail Riley 2 carries, a -1 yards. Dylan Gray 1 carry for 2 yards, and that was a touchdown. And Joby Jaggers 2 carries for 11 yards. Total of 13 carries for the Tigers and a net of 41 yards rushing. Through the air, Joby Jaggers was perfect tonight, but a couple going to the other side. He's here at halftime. He's 17 out of 19 with 2 interceptions. He has thrown for 249 yards here in the first half. Trail Riley on the receiving end of 5 of those balls, 5 catches totaling 45 yards and 1 touchdown. Travis Newsom 5 catches for 110 yards. The big one, that 72-yard pass play for 2 touchdowns for Travis tonight. Oliver Parker on a beautiful catch here in the first quarter, has 4 catches in the first half for 45 yards. Jameer Riley 2 catches for 22 yards, and Gabe East 1 catch for 27 yards. Total of 17 catches for the Tigers, 249 yards. Combined with their 41 yards net rushing, the Tigers here at halftime, 290 yards of total offense versus 121 yards for Union County. So Caldwell County dominating the game statistically and also on the scoreboard, leading 28-0 here at half.
And Bob, Caldwell County leads this one 28-0, like you said, but we had a chance to really make this 35-0 and maybe a little bit more. Had a turnover down deep as we were knocking on the door on that one possession. So a good start by the Tigers tonight. Got to get rid of a couple of turnovers. This game could be well out of hand at this point, as it is right now. Caldwell County comfortably out in front, 28-0. The defense really making some good plays tonight too.
It's been a sturdy defense, and obviously Union County, not having played this type of defensive and faced this kind of defensive pressure, and it's reflected on the scoreboard with 0 points. They have mounted a couple drives, had one that ended up deep in Tiger territory with a fumble, which that ball never hit the ground. We took it away from the ball carrier, so that was one drive, and then they had another, basically a long drive early in the first quarter, and that fizzled out on a 4th down pass incompletion. When we and we're sometimes when we're on our rushing on our defense, we're only rushing 3 men, and the quarterback Jacob Winters has been unable to find his receivers. He's found them only 2 times out of 9 attempts. So that's a situation that I'm sure Union County will want to improve on, because I'm sure they're not going to want to come out here and try to establish the ground game, which eats up clock with being 4 touchdowns behind. So Tigers, I think, in the driver's seat right now, and a really strong performance. And you're right, Dennis, we could easily be up 35-0 in this game, which would really make it difficult for Union County. As it is, Union County has their work cut out for them.
And Bob, a lot of that 2 out of 9, I think you said Winters was on passing. A lot of that's that coverage. When you've got East and you got Jameer and Trell Riley in that backfield, and we're getting a little pressure on Winters. He's throwing into coverage when he is throwing. So he's going to have a tough time. But like you said, they're going to have to establish a little bit of a pass game to hopefully, for them, if they can get back into this ball game. But that defense for Caldwell County has really stood out from the game 1 this year. And you pretty much know what you're going to get from those guys every time they come out onto the field, just a steady workman effort. And if they hit you, you're going to feel it.
And you're right. We're running people in. I'm not sure how tired Union County may be getting, but I'm sure that we'll not abandon our game plan. We'll put the ball up a little bit. We might do a little bit more running here in the second half, but I think it's pretty clear that Union County may want to go to the air to try to see what they can do to get this score a little closer than it is right now.
We're about 2:25 left from kicking off that second half. Bob, one thing I want to point out, we don't mention the line a whole lot, the offensive line. They were a big point of conversation starting the year because everybody on that line was new this season or new to the starting role. They really progressed this year. We made a comment on one of Joby's passes, even though it was intercepted on a deflection. He was able to step back in a pocket, get the protection, and the pocket pushed the defense around Joby. He was able to take a couple of steps up. So just the growth on a play like that by that offensive line really shows how far they've come from that Christian County game to where they're trying to win the district title here now as they lead Union County 28-0.
Exactly right. With Joby able to throw for 249 yards here in the first half, he's got to be getting some protection. And just looking at my play sheet here, as soon as I get my miner's light lamp on here, when they turn out the lights next door in the coaches department, it turns out the lights on our side as well. The last 2 drives the Tigers had in the second quarter, we had a pass intercepted when we had reached the Union County 2-yard line. Then on the next series of plays, we had a pass deflected and intercepted at the Union 29-yard line. So those 2 mistakes there late in the second quarter at least kept one sure touchdown off the board, I'm feeling, and maybe kept the second touchdown off the board. So here at halftime, Tigers lead 28-0, and I would think that What do you think we have to do to keep up the momentum here in the second half, Dennis?
I think we just keep doing what we're doing, build that lead out. I know Coach Barnes would probably like a running clock, and we're only one touchdown and a 2-point conversion from having that here in the second half. So if you get that on the board, that's going to take more time off the clock of a team that likes to grind the ball out on the ground and use up a lot of clock as it is. So if we were to get a running clock with one more score, that would be very important, I think, in this second half to really cut the time out for Union County to get back in this ball game.
Exactly, and while we've got a few minutes, I think they'll probably add another 3 minutes to the scoreboard. Caldwell County out warming. They do put 3 minutes on the board. We'd like to send a shout out to our listeners tonight and hope you're enjoying our broadcast, and we're certainly enjoying bringing it to you somewhere here in Union County. We're halfway between Sturgis and Morganfield.
And it is a perfect night for football. Big crowd on both sides tonight, as Union County has, of course, the big home crowd. But Caldwell County, as we normally do, travel very well. They've brought a large contingent from Princeton, so the stands are full on both sides of the field tonight. A great night for football. Nice cool weather is set in for us. So getting more of that feel for football weather and football feel on the field. Big game tonight for the Tigers, as we talked about a little bit before you went on with the stats. If they win this game, they take a pretty commanding lead in that district race, as they'll be heavily favored over Trigg County and Fort Campbell. Although all around, Bob, I think our region or our district is much improved over last year.
I mean, and that's sure. I know Trigg County's improved. Fort Campbell has shown that they have improved. Union County has improved. Tillman has improved. And a game I'm looking forward to next week to see how Tillman stacks up against will be when they play Union County.
Yeah, that game ought to take about an hour and a half, shouldn't it? Or no more, because both teams are going to run. You're not going to see a lot of passes in that ball game. It's going to be on the ground and a clock running the whole time.
And we play at Trigg next week?
At Trigg next week, and that's hopefully the last road game for us for the season, unless we go to the state semifinals, and I'll take that road trip.
Well, wherever that leads us.
I would love for that. Caldwell County goes back to the sideline. And we're about a minute 19 away. Let's take a 30-second break and be back to kick this second half off. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
Very pleased to announce our newest addition to our already wonderful lineup of pizzas. Cheese stuffed crust. That's right. You can now add cheese to the crust of your favorite hand-tossed or deep dish pizza. It's so yummy, yummy. Make that pizza or any of our other delicious pizzas a meal with our new Little Caesars Make It a Meal deal. For a discounted price, you can add on one of our 3 Make It a Meal deals to your pizza order. All meals include a 2-liter with your choice of Italian cheese bread, crazy bread, or wings. We want to be your go-to pizza place. Let us know how we are doing and what your favorite menu items are. Join our Facebook group, T-Town Little Caesars, to see our specials and enter for our giveaway. Little Caesars is very involved in the community and would love to serve you. If you belong to a church or organization and need delivery for a gathering or church event, call us at 270-365-3311 to order. Pizza, pizza.
To Union County High School, Caldwell County will kick off to start the second half after receiving the opening kickoff. And a little clock trouble might hold us up a minute. They're still showing 21.6 seconds left. They'll get that straightened away. Kind of a mix tonight by Boyce Nichols on the kickoffs. He's gone low line drive a couple of times, actually fielded by the up back once. Actually knocked the up back down and fielded on the deflection by another up back. He has the ability to put it down inside the 10. This one's going to be low and up the middle. It's going to roll inside the 20, fielded at the 15 by Union County, up to the 20, bounces off of the back of his own player, and he'll be tackled at the 19-yard line.
That was Trey Hutchinson on the return.
So good coverage by Caldwell County. And Union County will take over 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line, trailing this one 28-0. Union County has a strong arm quarterback in Winters, Bob, but he's been unable to do hardly anything. The coverage so far tonight by the Tigers has been great.
Suffocating, I think, would be the correct word, Dennis. He just has nobody to throw to.
So Union comes up with number 6 in the backfield with Bledsoe, and that's
Savage.
Savage, R.J. Savage. Savage with the carry, gets it out to the 20-yard line. Nice tackle by Hunter Van Hoosier.
He was off and running for a yard.
Took a savage hit, is what Ty said. If I had the symbol, I'd give you one of them. So ball at the 20-yard line.
He looked like he had an open field. And
He did. Hunter Van Hoosier put the roadblock up quick on that one. Union County will come up under center, high formation. Handoff is to Savage at the 20, up to about the 23-yard line. Englebright's going to come in and Hardrick out. Those guys have gone in and out in place of Kilgore tonight, who's missing the ball game with an injury.
You mark it at the 25?
Let's call it the 24-yard line. So 3rd and 5 for the Braves. Still going to the ground. We wondered if they would come out and try to force the issue a little bit to start this second half. 10:40 left in the third quarter. Under center out of the eye. Winters rolls to the right. And it's intercepted at the 24-yard line. Burden with the interception. Caleb Burden gives Caldwell County great field position. Nice coverage by the linebacker coming across the field with the receiver. Broke on the pass. He had that one read all the way, broke on it, intercepted it, and gets it down to the 22-yard line. So the offense quickly back out for Caldwell County, looking to tack on to this 28-0 lead. 3 receivers set to the right. Travis Newsom to the left with Jameer Riley in the backfield. Quickly over to Newsom. He's got it complete. Stays on his feet and pulls the defender down to the 17-yard line. Helicopter circling back around. Ball spotted at the 17 for Caldwell County. Same setup, 3 receivers to the right. Handoff is to Jameer Riley. He bounces it across the 15-yard line. Riley on the carry. It'll be spotted at the 15-yard line. 3rd down coming up for the Tigers. Tate Van Hoosier in for Caldwell County.
Whereabouts is it, Dennis? At the
15-yard line. And Caldwell County stays on the ground with it. And it was Jaggers on the carry up to the 14-yard line. And with this lead, you look for Caldwell County to go for it instead of bringing the field goal unit out. Although Nichols has plenty of leg to get there, Caldwell's going to keep the offense on the field. Trail and Jameer Riley in the backfield. Jaggers quickly complete to Trail Riley, far sideline, leaps a defender and out of bounds inside the 10. And when we say leap, the defender was not bent down to hit him low. It was a leap.
Yeah.
There are flags on the play, and that may be
something you can't do.
A penalty. I'm not sure if you can go airborne like that.
Where are they marking that, Dennis?
Looks like the 6-yard line right now, Bob. And the officials are on the far side discussing the call. Union County's coaches were out on the field quickly after that play to argue the leap by Trail Riley. Just great athleticism by Riley to get that high up over the defender. And let's see if they're going to pick the flags up, waving the flags off. So the reception will stand, and it'll be a Little Caesars first down for Caldwell County. 1st and goal from the
6-yard
he was on the 6. Let's see if he goes back to it, Bob. Let's move it back out to the 7-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 7 for the Tigers, as they'll put Parker and Van Hoosier to the right. Newsom and Trail Riley to the left. Jameer in the backfield with Jaggers. Jaggers in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands off to Riley, turns it back up the middle towards the goal line inside the 5. Side judge has him marked on the 3-yard line. Scoreboard agrees with us. 2nd and goal from the 3. Caldwell County, 2 receivers each way. He's going to hand off ball on the ground to Jameer Riley. He's able to pick it up and still get close to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Caldwell County. And let's see if we go for 2 on this one to move it out to that running clock that we talked about at halftime. 34-0 Caldwell County. 8:33 left in the 3rd quarter. And it looks like the Tigers are trying to go for 2 and put the running clock in play here in the 3rd quarter. He's going to have Van Hoosier and Parker to the far side. Offset I with Trail and Jameer Riley. Trail the deep back. Quick throw over to Jameer Riley, and he's going to get in. Conversion is good. Swung it out to the left to Jameer Riley. So that moves it out to 36-0 Caldwell County. 8:33 left in the 3rd quarter, but more importantly, Bob, we'll keep it here on this one. We'll talk about this a little bit. We talked about it at halftime. The 2-point conversion moves it out to a 36-point lead, and that puts the clock in motion unless Union County can break it with a score at some point. So that's going to put even more pressure on the Braves to probably have to go to the air instead of trying to run the ball on Caldwell County with a running clock and down by 36 points.
And the beauty about that for us, as far as we're concerned, is if it's an incomplete pass, the clock still runs.
Right. Well, the beauty for us is getting back home a little bit earlier than normal, but we get a little bit greedy in the broadcast booth every now and then. Nichols will tee it up at the 40. And the clock will start running a lot as soon as he puts this ball in play. Nichols up on the ground, squibs it. It's going to bounce across the 20, fielded at the 15-yard line. And good tackle there at the 25-yard line. Englebright in on the play along with number 45 for Caldwell County, and that's Cameron Baker. We've mentioned Cameron a couple of times tonight on special teams, so good job by Cameron Baker tonight.
Playing as well as his uncle.
As his uncle. That's just an amazing story to me. I love hearing it when we talk to Mr. Baker before a lot of the home games. It's just an amazing story.
That being Cole Baker is Cameron's nephew.
So Caldwell County will bring the defense back on the field. And that clock is ticking down to 8 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Tigers lead this one 36-0. A game where the Tigers came in favored in Lichtenhouse ratings by about 18.5. Snap is back. Handoff is to Bledsoe. Spins. Gets up to the 29-yard line. Caleb Burton on the tackle. Van Hoosier also in on the play for the Tigers. Just a good, steady play tonight by that Tiger defense, and you expect that. They're at a point now where they play so well. If they have an off night, it'd be easy to see because they've set a standard for themselves, and they come out and meet that every week.
Ball at the 29. It's hard.
Ball at the 29-yard line. 2nd down and 7 for Union County. One receiver in motion. Winters drops back. He looks that way, and nobody in the area. Union County not on the same page of the playbook in that one. And the receiver and the quarterback having some words for Union County. That's number 24. Do you have that roster, Bob? Number 24 for Union County was the intended receiver. I got it here. It's Robert Ricketts for Union County. But those two players on a different play in that one, obviously. They'll come to the line. 3rd down and 7 now. And already down to 6:20 left in the 3rd quarter. One receiver to the far side. They'll take another one in motion to that side. Snap is high. Winters pulls it down. He's going to lob it to the far sideline. And it's in and out of the hands of number 14 for Caldwell County. That is Isaiah Treadwell. Almost had an interception, sophomore on coverage for Caldwell County. The incompletion is going to bring up 4th down. Ball still on the Union County 29-yard line. 4th down and 7 for the Braves. Caldwell County looking good in this one and getting set for a trip next week to Katie's in the annual 139 Bowl.
My sister.
Winters drops back, goes over the middle. This one's intercepted by East at the 48-yard line of Caldwell County. He's back across the 40, the 30, still on his feet, 25, and pulled down around the 10-yard line. In fact, I think he got inside the 10. We'll see where the side judge marks it. Good run back by East, who read that one playing center field. Bob, I think he's going to have the return back to the, looks like the 8-yard line. Let's see where he sets it. And we will call it the 8-yard line. 1st and goal for Caldwell County as they try to all but shut this one or salt this one away. Trell Riley's going to come off the field. And number 28 into the ball game for Caldwell County. That is Seth Slayton, who's played some good ball in recent weeks. Jaggers pulls it back down, looked to pass to the corner, still trying to get out. He may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, not much more. I thought a Union County player was on the ground. Now he's back up. Caldwell's going to have 2nd and goal. I think the loss will take him back to the 9-yard line. And handoff is, I think that's Slayton. He's going to be thrown for a loss back to the 11-yard line. So the interception by East put him in good field position, but so far a couple of plays have resulted in losses for the Tigers. We'll see what they can do here. 2 receivers each way. Slayton in the backfield. Jaggers drops back. Receiver screen to the far side. It's complete to number 11. Dances down to the sideline, maybe around the 5-yard line. Trace Holden on the catch for Caldwell County. And we look to see a lot of clean jerseys in the ball game coming up for Caldwell County.
Where did he get down to?
The mark is down to the 4-yard line. So Nichols is going to come out. They'll probably spot this one at about the 11, I would say. This will be a 21-yard attempt by Boyce Nichols. Parker for the hold. Well within Nichols' range. No problem on the range. Snap is down. Kick is up. Plenty of distance. And it is good. So with 2:37 left in the third quarter, Caldwell County extends their lead. It's now Tigers 39 and Union County nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on 103.3 The Tiger.
Summer may be winding down, but Echo Trolley's is the place for fine food, good times, and a great view. Echo Trolley's is open breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Choose from regular items or just try one of the specials featured each evening. Come on down to Echo Trolley's today. Telephone 388-2271. Echo Trolley's overlooks beautiful Lake Barkley and Eddy Creek Marina.
We are back to Union County High School. Caldwell County leads this one 39-0. Union County had some high hopes tonight, I think, coming in up to number 10 in the 3A rankings. Caldwell County has closed the door completely on them tonight. Caldwell up to number 6 in the rankings. Nichols set to put it in play. Low line drive up the middle. Bounces, picked up at the 12-yard line. Comes up, ball on the ground. Looked like Union recovered. Some good hits going on though, Ty. If you're seeing the live stream, you saw a couple of Tigers make some good hits on that coverage. So Union County will come out and take over at their own 22-yard line. Clock ticking at 2:10 left in the third quarter. Caldwell County up 39-0. And we'll do our best to keep up with the new players on the field for Caldwell County. Like we said, a tad dark in here tonight with the lights out. Max Ashley in for Caldwell County. 5'9" sophomore in coverage for the Tigers on the near sideline. Winters goes into the shotgun. He drops back, looks up. Now he's getting a little pressure, has to roll, looks down the field. He's going to pull it back in, and he's chased out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Good coverage over there by Dylan Gray, along with number 54 for Caldwell County. That's Nick O'Brien, 263-pound senior defensive lineman for the Tigers. Tate Van Hoosier also in defensively for Caldwell County. Union County comes to the line, 2nd down and 11. 3 receivers to the far sideline. Winters looks that way. It's complete across the 30 and brought down at the 35-yard line. Tackle on the play was by number 80 for the Tigers. That's Cameron Traylor. It's enough for a first down for Union County as they'll spot it at the 36-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Braves from the 36. Probably one more play in the quarter as the clock goes down to 24 seconds. Bob, you would think they would have a hurry-up offense and not have to go to the huddle every time, especially being down like they are tonight, but taking a lot of time off the clock. Winters drops back to his 30, goes up the field, now changes his mind, comes back, heaves the ball down the field. It's going to be incomplete at the Tiger 40-yard line, and that'll be the last play of the third quarter. So after 3, it's Caldwell County 39, Union County nothing. We'll be back for the fourth quarter. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
Been discharged from the hospital, but not quite recovered enough to go home? Caldwell Medical Center Swing Bed Program is the answer you are looking for. Caldwell Medical Center Swing Bed Program can help patients that are recovering from stroke, joint repair replacement, IV therapy, post-hospitalization pain management, wound or major surgery, acute physical or occupational therapy. Call 270-365-0300 to see if Caldwell Medical Center Swing Bed Program is right for you. Caldwell Medical Center, located 100 Medical Center Drive in Kinston.
Back to Union County High School. Caldwell County has this one in hand. It's just a matter of what the final score will be tonight. They lead going into the fourth 39-0. A lot of new faces in on defense for Caldwell County, including Adam Goodacre, a 5'10 senior for Caldwell County. Also, I think it was Cole Freilich into the ball game for the Tigers. We'll get a lot of these new numbers as best we can tonight. Max Ashley, as we said, in the ball game also for the Tigers. Englebright and Burden still at linebacker. Union County will start the fourth quarter from their own 36-yard line, 2nd and 10. Snap back to Winters. He hands off to Bledsoe. Bledsoe finds an opening up across the 45. Brought down near midfield by Tate Van Hoosier and Cameron Traylor. They get into Caldwell County territory. Ball spotted at the 49-yard line. Number 10, Russ Bashir in for the Tigers. At linebacker as Burden will come out. Cameron Baker also in at linebacker for the Tigers. Winters goes into the shotgun, puts a player in motion going to his right. He'll drop back. He's got Bledsoe open in the flats. He's going to look down the field, steps up, and breaking on that one. Looks like intercepted by number 14. That's Isaiah Treadwell with the pick for Caldwell County. And you could see that one from here, Bob and Todd. Treadwell, his eyes got big on that one. He could see that coming as Winters was determined to take that ball down the field. He had Bledsoe wide open in the flat, decided to go down the field, picked off by Caldwell County, and Treadwell able to get the interception at the Tiger 28-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers from their own 28. 10 and a half left in this ball game. I'm not comparing us to the old Monday night cruise, but Don Meredith would probably start singing somewhere in the next couple of minutes, I would imagine.
They have actually turned out the lights up there. So.
Yeah, ironically.
And I'm positive the party's over.
We'll just have to do the next team lunch.
Oh, we'll be doing Prince and Princess golf scores here before this one's over. Snap is back, and Caldwell County is going to be thrown for a loss. Kind of the Brock Lesnar suplex going on the tackle on that one as Caldwell County is brought down for the loss back close to their 20-yard line.
Could you tell who carried
I think it's
the ball?
number 28 is Seth Slayton. Russ Bashir in at quarterback also for the Tigers right now.
90 on the field.
Mass substitutions for the Tigers. Tate Van Hoosier and Cameron Baker are the wideouts on the near side for Caldwell County.
We got Russ at quarterback.
Russ at quarterback. Slayton in the backfield with, I think, is that number 20? Ty, can you tell? I think that's Kyrese White.
That is.
White, a junior for Caldwell County. Bashir is going to keep it. He'll get up to the 25-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long for the Tigers.
Going to bring up 3rd and 13 for the Tigers. No gain on that play by Russ Bashir.
And, Bob, I still think they ought to give you game ball for the turn out the lights. Come back so quick. I loved it. 8:43 left on the clock. Caldwell County comfortably ahead, 39-0. They'll move to 6-1 on the season. And Union County will suffer their first loss of the year after opening up 5-0. They've got Paducah Tillman next week. We'll go to Trigg County. Handoff is to Slayton. He gets to the far sideline. He's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets it across the 35-yard line. We'll check out the spot. Looks to be a little bit short, maybe a yard short.
Mark him at the 37.
The 36-yard line is what he got up to. So he's going to be a couple of yards short.
11-yard run by Seth that time. That's
good run by Slayton, and Caldwell County looks like they're going to send the punt unit out. Like you said, I haven't seen that play clock anywhere on the field, so I guess that's all on the referee. I don't think at this point it would matter if they picked up the 5-yard penalty, but they're getting the team back on right now.
And you can see the cars in the parking lot on the Union County side leading.
And I think Caldwell County is going to set up for the punt. Is that Nichols back, or can you tell there's going to be a delay of game? We thought with that group over on the sideline that long, it was going to be tough to get out and get the playoff, so it's going to be a 5-yard penalty against Caldwell County. That will move it back to the 31-yard line.
And make it 4th and 7, and is that Boyce?
That is Boyce in the punter spot. See if he can turn one in like his totals from last week. This one's going to go high and hit at the 44. Take a Caldwell County bounce. It'll go inside the 40, and the Tigers will down it at the Union County 38-yard line, where Union County will have it 1st and 10. 6:50 left in the ball game. Running clock here as Caldwell County tacked on the 2-point conversion after their last score. Referee giving some kind of explanation to the Tiger sideline.
They had Mac tied up, or there was something going on with the player. I don't know. They're wrong.
So ball spotted at the 38-yard line of Union County. They'll come to the line of scrimmage in the shotgun with Bledsoe in the backfield with Winters. 2 receivers each way for the Braves. Snap is low. Winters picks it up, looks down the field. This one's complete at the Tiger 40, across the 30, and dragged down from behind. Flag comes in on the tackle. The tackle was made at the 19-yard line, or let's call that the 21-yard line. Max Ashley on the stop, but there's a flag on the play. Could be a horse collar. We'll see if that's a personal foul against Caldwell County. Trying to look for the white hat as he goes to the far sideline to give the ruling. Horse collar against Caldwell County. And I did not see the carrier on that one. I think it was Bledsoe, but Bledsoe is 9. So Bledsoe on the carry, and the penalty is going to move it even farther. They'll spot this one inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
If it's at the 21, it should be half the distance. Should be at the 10.5-yard line.
Now they've got it well inside the 10. Spotted at the 8-yard line. First and goal for Union County. Caldwell County with a lot of substitutes in. Winters takes it, has plenty of time to throw, looking all over the field now, finally throws, and incomplete, but there's going to be a flag. Caldwell County bumped the defender. The pass was not catchable, but Caldwell County had a little too much contact right as the time the ball went over the receiver's head, so that'll be another foul against the Tigers, we anticipate, as the clock runs with 4:30 left in the ball game. Caldwell County, even a touchdown is not really going to hurt them, but it'll just cause the clock to not be a running clock if they were to score. Ball is going to be spotted at the 4-yard line. First and goal for Union County from the 4. It's going to be Savage and Bledsoe in the backfield. They give it to Savage. He finds a hole and gets in. There goes the shutout for Caldwell County as Union County scores their first points of the night with 3:53 left in the ball game. And they stopped the clock finally with 3:48 left. Actually scored with I think 3:54.
Something.
So they may put, I don't know if they'll worry about putting 6 seconds back on the clock, but anyway, Union County is on the board, 39-6 now, Caldwell County. Running clock has gone away. I don't really look for Bashirs to have to put it up for Caldwell County in the air very much anyway. Snap is back for the extra point attempt. Kick is up. Wobbly knuckleball, but does go over the crossbar, so the kick is good. And with 3:48 left in the ball game, it's now Caldwell County 39 and Union County 7. We'll keep it right here. Want to remind you to stay tuned after the ball game. We'll have the post-game show coming up tonight. And we'll have all the game stats and a look ahead to next week as we play the 139 Bowl. That's listed on the schedule against Trigg County at Purdue Field. Bob will be on with Coach Barnes at 6 o'clock next Friday night. We'll be on the air with the pregame show at 6:30 and kickoff at 7 from Katie's, as Caldwell County will all but try to wrap up the district championship next week as we travel just a short distance over to Trigg County. Union County on the board basically against the JV squad, Bob, and for all intents and purposes, as Bledsoe was able to bust a long run. Caldwell County helped out a little bit with the horse collar tackle. And now Union County will have the kickoff. They'll tee it up at the 40. I do like the way they list the timeouts on the scoreboard here. No play clock, but timeouts are nice on it. Ball is touched and recovered at the 40-yard line by Caldwell County. I think that was Tate Van Hoosier covering that one for the Tigers. So Russ Bashir will bring the offense out for the Tigers. And we'll try to pick up a few of the new numbers out for Caldwell County. While we've got them in, I do want to remind everybody 3 soccer games on the air also next week for Caldwell County. 2 girls games Monday and Thursday, and then the boys senior night activities on Tuesday. So I hope you'll tune in for that, as well as next Friday night's high school football action from Trigg County. Caldwell County out, 2 receivers each side as Bashir is in the backfield with number 28, Seth Slayton. Handoff is to Slayton. He's going to get hit and brought down for a loss all the way back to the 37-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 13 for the Tigers. Caldwell County in no hurry to get this one going. They're probably going to keep it on the ground by and large. 2:22 left in the ball game. This one comfortably salted away early. In fact, after that 21-point first quarter, it had Union County in a huge hole tonight. 2 receivers set each way. Slayton in the backfield with Bashir. Handoff again to Slayton. He's going to try to get around the corner. He's across the 35, the 40, up near midfield. He's got one blocker in front of him. Across the 25, the 20, and dragged down inside the 20-yard line to about the 15. Let's see where they'll mark this one. Actually got more than that. They're going to spot him down at the 10-yard line, where it will be 1st and goal, Caldwell County, with 1:43 left on the clock.
53-yard run by the young man.
Did a good job getting around that corner, and good job by the receiver to seal that off on the block. And he was shoestring tackled at the 10, so he could have taken that one in. Let's see if Caldwell County tries to do anything with this. 1:22 left on the clock. I think if they needed to, they could go into victory formation and take a knee. We'll see what they do.
I think that's, well, they're not under center, so maybe one more play. And
they're in the shotgun. We'll see if they take the handoff to one of the 2 backs. Handoff goes to number 25. He's brought down for a loss. That is Travion Samuel, a freshman for Caldwell County. Hit in the backfield and spotted at the 15-yard line. Samuel and Slayton in the backfield for the Tigers. Number 11 on the far side, Trace Olden, has a catch tonight.
This will be the last play of the game.
And the Tigers come to the line of scrimmage, still in the shotgun. Bashir set to take the snap, does. Handoff goes to number 25. He's up across the 15 to the 13-yard line.
Travion
Samuel with the carry, and that's going to do it. The final score here from Union County, it's Caldwell County 39, Union County 7. We'll be back to wrap this one up with all the game stats with Bob Hayes and a look ahead to next week, so stay tuned for that. We'll be back in 3 minutes. You're listening to Tiger Football on 103.3 The Tiger.
Credit card fraud, Farmers Bank and Trust can help lessen your risk of getting taken advantage of. As our customer, you have exclusive access to a security feature in our app that will allow you to turn your debit card off while you're not using it, then turn it on instantly when you need to use it. Keep your information safe. Log into our free app to use this feature, increasing the security of your information right now. Not a Farmers Bank customer? Come down. Let us set up your account and start protecting you from potential fraud opportunities. This is not a guarantee that your information will not be compromised. This is an increased security measure. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Hello, this is Keisha Fulcher, CEO for Community Medical Clinic, located at 310 Hawthorne Street in Princeton. Community Medical Clinic's goal is to provide access to excellent health care services that are both convenient and affordable. Community Medical Clinic is taking new patients every day, and walk-ins are welcome. The clinic is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. to serve you and your family members of all ages. Patients are welcome with all insurances or with no insurance. Not able to come into the Princeton location? Then we have 2 other clinics. Our new downtown location in Hopkinsville at 1102 South Virginia Street and Fort Campbell Boulevard in Oak Grove. Community Medical Clinic, providing healthcare services at your convenience at no extra cost.
Mobile Deposit is here. This is Mona Van Hoover with First Southern National Bank. And our new mobile app is loaded with extra features, including mobile deposit. Now you can use your smartphone's camera to deposit checks on the go. Just endorse, point, click, and send. Download our new mobile app and try it today. First Southern National Bank. Member FDIC.
Big day? Yeah, I have a lot on my plate. I can see that. McGriddles, hash browns, and a coffee? Well, I do have a big to-do list. I have a big to-do list, too. Crispy hash browns, fluffy eggs. That's your to-do list? Part of it. I also have crispy bacon, flaky biscuits.
No matter what your day brings, there's a McDonald's for every morning. Try your favorites on the breakfast value menu, like the sausage biscuit or any size freshly brewed McCafe coffee for $1 each. Avocado and participating restaurants cannot be combined with combo meals.
McGregor Group Heating and Air, we are so proud to be a part of this community. We want to thank you for the opportunity to serve you for all of your heating and air needs. McGregor Group Heating and Air specializes in residential, new construction, and light commercial installations, also servicing most makes and models. We offer fast service with polite and friendly staff. We provide our customers with a peace of mind by offering the best warranties in the industry, along with high-quality products. McGregor Group Heating and Air is located at 960 Varmint Trace here in Princeton. Give us a call today at 270-896-5044. We're the company that you can take comfort in.
October's a time for planning those home projects you've been putting off all summer. Fredonia Valley Bank has the right kind of loan to suit your needs. Whether it's a new roof, gutters, painting, or remodeling, Fredonia Valley Bank can assist and step you through the loan process with ease. You can count on Fredonia Valley Bank's experienced loan officers when applying for a home, home. Loan decisions remain local and are guaranteed to stay with Fredonia Valley Bank for the life of the loan. It's a good feeling to know that local decisions are still being made at Fredonia Valley Bank, your real community bank. 600 Cassidy Avenue, Fredonia, and 226 Commerce Street, Annabelle. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
We are back to Union County High School. The final tonight, Caldwell County easily handles Union County 39-7, 21 points to start out the first quarter, and from there on it was all Caldwell County. Union County not able to muster anything until late with a touchdown against basically the JV squad out on the field. So Bob Hayes is totaling the stats up. This is the Tiger Postgame Show, brought to you by Williams Fawn and Associates, CPA and Business Advisors. They have offices at 205 West Washington Street in Princeton. You can call Williams and Fawn and Associates at 270-365-3543. They're serving the community and surrounding areas for 35 years, and they offer personal and business tax planning, financial and retirement planning, and payroll and bookkeeping services. That's Rick Williams and Michael Fawn. They have experience and expertise you can trust at Williams and Fawn and Associates, CPA and Business Advisors. We appreciate those guys for bringing you the post-game show here tonight from Union County. Caldwell County goes 2-0 in the district, 6-1 on the season, with a very convincing 39-6 win or 39-7 win over Union County. All Caldwell County that first quarter. Big night for Joby Jaggers through the air. Looked good early and often. Caldwell County's defense had the shutout going until late in the fourth quarter. Good plays by the Tigers, and just a well-played ball game all around by Caldwell County. They came out tonight by far the most aggressive team. They wanted this game. They were prepared. They came out ready to play ball tonight, and from the opening kickoff, it was all Caldwell County.
Exactly, Dennis, and I'll have totaling here quickly. It's great when you have a running clock because not much can happen.
Now, Caldwell County came out in that second half, put the points on the board early, and calls that running clock in the third quarter. We talked about it at halftime. Union County is a team that likes to run the ball and chew up a lot of clock on their possessions, but if you could get them into a running clock, it was all but over at that point, even early in the third quarter. As Caldwell County came out, got the touchdown, converted on the two-point conversion with a little swing from Jaggers to Jameer Riley, I think, ran the two-point conversion in. Caldwell County up 36-0 at that point. And like you said, it was all over for the Tigers there as they move on to 6-1 on the season. Big step up on that district race right now. The district race is all important this year. It always is regular season, but extra this year, because the winner of our district this year is the every other year thing going on. The winner of our district gets to stay at home in the playoffs as long as they win all the way through the state semifinals. So a big win for the Tigers tonight. They'll be the heavy favorites, you got to say, the next couple of weeks at Trigg County and then home against Fort Campbell. So wins in those two games gives Caldwell County only games at Tiger Stadium unless they were to reach the state semifinals. Next week we'll be on the air just at the normal time at 6 o'clock. Bob will be on with Coach Barnes and the Coach Barnes Show at 6. We'll be on the air with the pregame show at 6:30 and kickoff from Purdue Field over in Cadiz at 7 o'clock next week.
Okay, Dennis, here we go. The scoring in the second half, the score at the end of the first half was Caldwell leading over Union County 28-0. In the third quarter, Caldwell County scores on a 3-yard run by Jameer Riley. Joby to Jameer for the 2-point conversion, that coming at the 8-minute 33-second mark. Caldwell County goes out to a 36-0 lead at that point. Also in the third quarter, with 2 minutes and 37 seconds left to play in the third quarter, a 21-yard field goal by Boyce Nichols extends that lead out to 39-0. And then the only scoring in the fourth quarter coming by Union County on a 4-yard run by R.J. Savage. Weldon, the extra point kick, coming with 3 minutes 48 seconds remaining in the game. And the score at that time was 39-7, and that is our final score, 39-7. For the Tigers, in the let's go over the rushing department first. Jameer Riley, 11 carries, 38 yards. Trail Riley, 2 carries, a -1 yard. Dylan Gray, 1 carry for 2 yards and a touchdown. Joby Jaggers, 4 carries tonight for 11 yards. Seth Slayton, 5 carries for 56 yards, almost a touchdown late in the game by that young man. Travion Samuel, 2 carries for a -3 yards. Russ Bashir, 1 carry for no gain. 19 rushes for Caldwell County tonight, 103 yards on the ground. In the passing department, Joby was 20 out of 22 and 2 passes intercepted, so everything he threw tonight was completed, mostly to us, but a couple going to Union County. There were a couple passes not caught, but they were results of pass interference, and that's not a charged pass to him. For the Tigers tonight in the receiving department, Trail Riley with 6 catches for 52 yards and a touchdown. Travis Newsom, 6 catches for 115 yards and 2 touchdowns. Oliver Parker, 4 catches for 45 yards. Jameer Riley, 2 catches for 22 yards. Gabe East, 1 catch for 27 yards. And Trace Olden, 1 catch late in the game for 7 yards. Total of 20 receptions by the 268 yards. Total net offense by the Tigers tonight, 369 yards. And for Union County in the second half rushed the ball, 6 carries for 25 yards. The quarterback, there were passing yards in the second half for 56 yards. There were a couple big plays, a 15-yard reception and a 41-yard reception by Union County, making that 56 yards. The Union quarterback, 3 completions out of 16 passes tonight, 2 interceptions, throwing for, throwing for 98 yards. And the rushing attack was, in the first half, 100 yards. In the second half, 125, so 125 yards on the ground for Union County, 33 carries. Total net offense for Union County is 223 yards. Never in the game. As we mentioned, there were 3 or 4 big plays. You take out the 15-yard pass completion, the 41-yard pass completion. There was a 16-yard run, 18-yard run tonight, and a 15 and a 13. So 7 or 8 plays. If you take those out of the stats, Union County at a standstill just about. And look at the scoreboard, it reflects how dominant the Tigers were tonight. Dennis, in the game, we felt like that we were having played better competition, we were not being given the due that maybe we should have been. And the Tigers certainly came in here tonight and proved that convincingly.
You're right, Bob. With a 39-7 win, Caldwell County 2-0 in the district. A couple of players on each side of the ball I'd like to talk about here in the post game. Of course, Devin Kilgore out with a injury this week. Did not play. You had Austin Hardrick and Mac Englebright filling in that spot for Caldwell County tonight. I thought that substitution rotation did a great job tonight filling in for Kilgore.
Well, when we can hold them to 3 completions out of 16 attempts, it's something's going on with our defensive line, and you have to credit those young men for being in position and then our defensive secondary. We've got great athletes in the secondary, a lot of athleticism back there, and certainly the best team Union County has faced all year came tonight.
On the offensive side, you could say that Joby Jaggers had a great night, going 20 out of 22 completions, a couple of touchdown passes. I thought Travis Newsom played a well of a ball game tonight. And then you've got to give credit to that line. If your quarterback is 20 out of 22, he's getting some protection.
Right, and then I'm sure if you were to ask Joby after the game that those 2 passes he threw late in the second quarter, both being picked off, he had one was a deflection, so you can't really blame him. But and then the other one was I'm not sure, I couldn't see it. We were at an angle here, tough to see, but he could have actually been 100% tonight on his passing attack. Had those 2 passes gone his way. So 20 out of 22 will get that 67% up to probably over 70.
So a great night by Joby. Caldwell County had this one put away really early in the ball game, jumping out 21-0 in that first quarter. So a great job by the Tigers. Bob, I think this game, they've had to battle back from deficits the last 4 games to pull out wins. They stuck with it, and give them credit. They did come out with wins in those ball games. But tonight, I think they had their minds made up when they came out of the locker room. They came out as ready to play tonight as I've seen all season.
Well, I think the Tigers know how to win a football game, as evidenced by their 4 come-from-behind wins to go into tonight's game with a 5-game winning streak. Tonight was just workmanlike. They took it to Union County early and often, jumping out to a 21-point lead in the first quarter. As we mentioned at halftime, leading 28-0. It could easily have been 35-0 or 42-0. So I don't think there's any doubt across the field in the Union County locker room about who the better team was tonight.
Absolutely. You're listening to the Tiger Postgame Show. It's brought to you by Williams & Fawn Associates CPA and Business Advisors. They have offices at 205 West Washington Street in Princeton. You can call their office at 365-3543. They're serving the community and surrounding areas for 35 years, and they offer personal and business taxes, financial and retirement planning, and payroll and bookkeeping services. That's Rick Williams and Michael Fawn. They have experience and expertise you can trust. And the postgame show is brought to you by Williams & Fawn Associates. Bob, again, the final here. Got a little bug issue going on in the booth. 39-7. Caldwell County now, as we said, 2-0 in the district. Next week, another district game. Next week and the week following. But next week, hopefully the last road game of the season, as we'll be on the road against an improved Trigg County team.
We will be on the road next week. Trigg County is improved this year, but we have made great strides ourselves, and to go 2-0 in the district right now, to me, would equate to a commanding lead in the first district of Class 3A. The other teams are now, I feel like, battling for second place.
And early in the season, the forecasters predicted Caldwell County finishing 6-4 regular season, already 6 wins, so they're poised to do well better than the 6-4 record forecast before the season started. They look to be the heavy favorite against Trigg County next week. A win there really puts them in the catbird seat and may lock up the district depending on the outcome of some other games this week and next. So a big game over in Katie's next week. They can't let their guard down. They've got to come out and take care of business, but you expect Caldwell County to be heavily favored in that contest.
And I don't think the Tigers will let up. They've had great practices leading into tonight's game on a 6-game winning streak, something they take a great deal of pride in, and I would think we would be ready to play anybody next Friday night.
Oh, the way they're playing, I agree with you there. That's going to do it for us here from Union County tonight. I want to remind you of the broadcast schedule next week. A lot of sports action on WPKY 103.3 The Tiger. Monday night, girls senior night soccer action. I think it's a 5:30 game, if I'm not mistaken, Ty, so we'll be on the air for that one right after the local news. They'll have senior night activities. The next night, the boys have senior night activities, both of those at Butler Stadium. So they'll be covered on WPKY. An add-on game on Thursday night. I think it's against McCracken County, if I'm not mistaken, for the girls. So we'll broadcast that one. And then right back in action again on Friday night. So 4 out of 5 nights next week. You can check out some action on the air and on the live stream, both from Butler Stadium and from Katie's on next Friday night. So that's going to do it for us here. Again, the final here from Union County. It was Caldwell County 39, Union County 7 for Ty Englebright and Bob Hayes.